Well, good afternoon from Chapman, and here we go with regional softball. It is the Chapman Lady Irish and the Ulysses Tigers. I'm Anthony Georges, joined alongside Aaron Yoder here this afternoon in Chapman. We are also joined by Nick Garst, running the video right here on Salina Post. This is a Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Today's game sponsor presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Sunny skies, 62 degrees, feels like 55. The wind blowing in. Certainly a great day for softball. We are glad to get all those storms out of the way last night, and certainly glad we're able to play today. Field held up pretty good for the most part here in Chapman. It is the Lady Irish, the 2 seed. They are 21-5 on the season. They are taking on the 15 seed, the Ulysses Tigers, in Class 4A West. Successful season, back-to-back successful seasons for head coach Kyle Cook and the Lady Irish for Chapman, trying to get back-to-back state tournament appearances. Last year they won their regional. They beat Concordia, and then they beat Andale Garden Plain, and they are trying to beat Ulysses here in round number 1. If they win, they will play Augusta. The Orioles beat Beulah, the Crusaders, in game number 1 of the day just a little while ago. Again, we are in Chapman. We are just about ready to go. Both teams are making their way out of the dugout. Chapman is led by head coach Kyle Cook, and Concordia, Ulysses, that is led by head coach Charles Dirks. I think we may be getting a national anthem today as both teams are lined up on their respective sides. So if we do, we'll let you listen in live right here on Salina Post. I think we are going to get ready to do a national anthem here, so we will get ready to let you listen in. Maybe they're just going to do introductions. We will see here in just a second. They're actually just going to do introductions. So they're just going to do introductions. So we're just going to go ahead and we are going to go through the lineups for each side. We'll start with the Ulysses Tigers, the 15 seed. Black jerseys, Tigers across the front of the jerseys in orange for Ulysses. Leading off and playing center field, number 5, Abigail Tapia. Batting second, the right fielder, number 3, Jocelyn Lerma. Batting third, the shortstop, number 13, Destiny Vitolis. Batting fourth, cleanup, the first baseman, Brittany Hiddle. Fifth, the left fielder, Jamie Rosales. Sixth, the catcher, Yaden Molina. Batting seventh, it's the second baseman, number 12, Thalia Pata. Eighth, the third baseman, number 19, Emily Metcalf. And batting ninth, it's the designated player, number 1, Anaya Rodriguez. In the circle, the pitcher, number 7, Ava Pardilla. For the home team, the Chapman Lady Irish, the number 2 seed in Class 4A West, led by head coach Kyle Cook. They look like this. Leading off and playing first base, number 1, Kennedy Schultz. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 12, Jay Rogers. Third, it's the pitcher, number 0, Olivia Harold. Batting cleanup, fourth, it's the catcher, number 44, Anna Martinez. Fifth, the center fielder, number 9, Tegan Ellis. Batting sixth, it's the right fielder, number 2, Zoe Peterson. Seventh, batting seventh, it's the second baseman, number 24, Callie Cook. Batting eighth and playing left field is 25, Kaya Bell. And batting ninth is the designated player, number 8, Asa Courtois. Playing third base is Carmen Courtois, siblings for the Chapman Irish. All right, going to bring in Aaron Yoder now. He is our color commentator today, former high school softball coach. And Yoder, we certainly appreciate your time. Exciting times for regional softball. Talk to us about what you're looking forward to here in this matchup between a 2 seed and a 15 seed here in Chapman.
Well, you're looking for Chapman to just get on the bases early and often. You got 6 players batting above 400, your top 5 in the lineup. The lowest is batting 403, or 400. That's your leadoff hitter, which is okay. Really a lot of pop in the lineup, so looking forward to setting the tone here on the mound. You're going to set the tone on the mound with a veteran pitcher, Olivia Harold. Lots of success throughout the season. And so you get out of this inning with 1-2-3. It's going to be really an uphill battle for Ulysses today, as they are going to have to really play some solid defense and get the bats going against a very talented pitcher.
So Chapman's going to try and get in and get out of here early. They are led by pitcher Olivia Harold, as you mentioned, for Ulysses. It's been a tough year. They traveled 4 hours and 30 minutes, 277 miles one way. They left this morning at 8 a.m. They stopped and ate lunch at Subway, and now here they are, 7-17 on the season for Ulysses. And here's the interesting part. If you're a Chapman fan, you're hoping this will happen. For Ulysses, opponents have scored 10 or more runs in 15 of the 24 games. So certainly an opportunity for Chapman to get out and get on early. But here is our new image audio keys to the game. Get run support for Olivia Harold. 200 career strikeouts, 171 strikeouts this season. Get the bats going early. It's been a problem at times this season. A couple of losses to southeast of Salina, even a couple of weeks ago against Abilene. Maybe just could not get going out of the gate. So get the bats going early. Last year they struggled in their opening game against Concordia. They were actually down in the third inning. So get the bats going early. Support Olivia Harold in the circle. Those are our new Image Audio keys to the game. Today's game sponsor is Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. And here comes the first pitch of this regional for Chapman. Olivia Harold in the circle brings it home low for a ball. And it will be the center fielder, number 5, Abigail Tapia, who will lead it off for Ulysses. Chapman, green jerseys, black pants. Chapman across the front of the jersey in white. The 1-0 misses low and outside for Chapman. Hosting a regional for the second consecutive year. They were the 2 seed last year as well. Here comes the 2-0, low and outside for ball 3. Olivia Harold, sophomore. Her sister Maddie Harold got the start last year, and Maddie Harold was sensational over her career here at Chapman. Olivia having a great year, but a 3-0 count to start right here. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, low and outside. It's a 4-pitch walk to begin the game, and that's just a young pitcher. We're dealing with a little bit of nerves probably in her first postseason game of the year.
Yeah, everything's a little bit low, and so just needs to get that release point figured out for today here. But, 171 walks, or 171 strikeouts for the season, so she's been around the plate a lot. Going to just need to get through this first couple of batters, just get kind of settled in.
And now it's Jocelyn Lerma. First pitch is there for a called strike. Right fielder wearing number 3, Jocelyn Lerma. No balls and 1 strike. Olivia Harold wearing number 0 for Chapman comes home. A little bit inside for a ball. We are stationed just to the right of home plate. Great hospitality here at Chapman. We certainly appreciate it. 62 degrees, feels like 55 as of right now. A little bit of wind as well. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. A little bit low for ball 2. Runner at first base, Abigail Tapia. 4-pitch walk to begin the game. Chapman 21-5 on the season. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jocelyn Lerma late on that one, trying to come around. The shortstop, Devani Vitolis, is due up next in the on-deck circle. Chapman looking for their first out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Coming in, swing and a miss, strike 3. Olivia Harold gets a strikeout, swinging right there. 1 out, now retired, and now it'll bring up the shortstop, and Devani Vitolis. Took a little bit for the sophomore to just took 1 batter, but certainly come home with some heat right there.
Well, she's still struggling, missing a little bit low, but, bringing that ball up slow. But, again, she's got some good velocity here, and another pitch right down the middle.
Called strike. No balls and 1 strike. Brittany Hiddle due up next. Right-handed pitcher for Harold. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. A little bit inside. Got her to chase it. Swing and a miss right there. 0-2 now as Harold is settling in here in regional game number 2 here at Chapman. Game number 1, obviously, for Chapman. If they win, they will play Augusta. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Got her to chase that one low. So that was strikeout number 2. And just like that, back-to-back strikeouts. And now Brittany Hiddle, she will come up to the plate to bat right-handed. Batting cleanup in the order for Ulysses. 7-17 on the season is Ulysses the Tigers. Swing and a miss. 5 consecutive strikes.
Well, notice that the strikeout pitch was well below the knees, and so but set it up early in the count. Same pitch as she was throwing in that first at bat.
Here's a chopper first base side off the dugout foul. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
The difference is, you're getting some balls up above the knees, and you're getting them on the edges. Now you're getting those girls to chase because they're needing to cover and protect the plate. So she's settling in. It's going to be a good day for her.
0-2 pitch for Harold. High, batter checked her swing. Behind the plate for Chapman is Anna Martinez, number 44.
And look, I was a little, and it looked like she might have went there, but.
And now here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopper first base side again. Jamie Rosales had to step out of the way a couple of times here as she is late trying to find a way and connect with it and put it into play. A walk to begin the game for Ulysses. Abigail Tapia at first, then back-to-back strikeouts.
Runner went last time. See what happens this time.
Here comes the pitch. Called strike 3, a little bit low, but gets the call. It's a called strike 3. This time it's a strikeout looking, and Hiddle is down on strikes. So the leadoff walk turns into 3 consecutive strikeouts. The runner is left stranded at first. And now we go to the bottom of the first. Chapman will come to the plate for the first time here in their first regional game of the afternoon. This is our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene.
Take a step that matters. June 6th from 8 a.m. to noon at Village Manor in Abilene. Join the Steps of Support Relay Walk, raising awareness for chronic illness in our community. Walk your first lap alongside a Village Manor resident. Then continue your pledge laps as they cheer you on. Enjoy treats, a complimentary lunch, and chances to win prizes. Registration is just $10. Sign up through June 5th at mhsks.org and look for the Steps of Support graphic. All proceeds benefit the Village Manor Resident Fund. Steps of Support. Every step supports awareness.
Tossed and Sauce Pizza is a proud supporter of all our area athletes and want to wish them good luck this season. When headed to the game or an evening at home, stop in and see Tossed and Sauce Pizza at 306 Northwest 3rd in Abilene.
We are back here in Chapman as we get ready for the bottom of the first. Chapman coming to the plate. Kennedy Schultz, Jay Rogers, Olivia Harold, Anna Martinez are the four due up. I'm Anthony Georgia alongside Aaron Yoder. Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene is today's game sponsor. Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, your State Farm agent in Dickinson County. Also, Memorial Health Systems Village Manor in Abilene reminds you of the Steps of Support Relay Walk coming up on Saturday, June the 6th. Appreciate all of our great sponsors. And here we go for the Chapman Lady Irish. Coming to the plate for the first time, Kennedy Schultz steps in from the left side of the batter's box wearing number 1 in green for the Lady Irish. As you mentioned, partner, to start the broadcast, 6 players batting at or above 400 for Chapman. Very good at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes as it comes across high. Jay Rogers, the shortstop, due up next in the on-deck circle. For Ulysses, no runs in the top of the inning. It's a called strike right here on Kennedy Schultz.
So when you're outmatching your opponent, it's going to be important that you get on the bases early and put the pressure on.
Schultz off the end of the bat, hits it to the left side. It is down for a base hit. And Kennedy Schultz did not get all of it, but got it off the end of the bat and sent it to the third base side. It went between third base and shortstop. A leadoff single for Kennedy Schultz. And now here comes Jay Rogers batting. .548 on the season, wearing number 12 in green. Good start for Chapman, just getting the bat on the ball and getting settled in here.
It was a good at bat, took a couple balls, and made her bring one right down the pipe for her.
Rogers hits this one out to left field, charging in. The left fielder drops it out in left field. The throw to second is going to go off the glove of the shortstop. Now both runners will advance. Rogers to second on the error, and over to third goes Kennedy Schultz. It was hit right to the left fielder. It looked like the left fielder was going to make the catch, and then it bounced off her glove. The throw was high coming in. The left fielder was not able to secure it. That's Jamie Rosales. So you have an error out in left field, and Jay Rogers is now down to second base. Kennedy Schultz at first, and we have an E7 for Jay Rogers. Now it's Olivia Harold. She's the pitcher wearing number 0. There's an off-speed pitch comes across in the dirt. Olivia Harold, the pitcher wearing number 0. The catcher, number 44, Anna Martinez, is due up next. Chapman looking to strike early against Ulysses. 2 runners on in scoring position. This one comes across way high. Make it 2 balls and no strike. Got to be very patient here at the plate.
Yeah, it's not a lot of velocity coming in, so you have to be patient, and then there's off speed on top of that, so you're really going to have to adjust to the pitching here today.
Here comes the 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0 is the count. 3 balls and no strikes to Olivia Harold. Chapman is very good in terms of getting on base. Their on-base percentage as a team is .453. They're batting .374 overall as a team. This one comes across upstairs for a ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. Both teams have given up a 4-pitch walk. Olivia Harold on the receiving end of this one, and now it's the catcher, Anna Martinez.
Yeah, just going to have to be disciplined with those balls. You can get up 3-0. You really want to put the ball in play, but it's great to just, hey, early in the game, let's just be patient, take the walks, get on base.
Martinez batting .405 on the season, takes one upstairs and outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded. Kennedy Schultz at third, Jay Rogers at second. Olivia Harold is at first on a walk. And here comes the pitch. Swung on off the end of the bat. It will be a foul ball. Spins back here right in front of us. We are first base side, right to the right of the plate, just to the right of the umpire as well. We were here last year broadcasting the regional final as well when Chapman beat Concordia and also Andale Garden Plain. And they are trying to get 2 wins today to get back to the state tournament. It was the best regular season in team history last year for Chapman, finishing 23-4. They did get knocked out in the quarterfinals at state by Fort Scott. They were shut out 4-0. Bases loaded, nobody out. Martinez popped it up first base side. This ball is going to be in play. It's going to be dropped by the first baseman, charging to first, safe at first, and a runner will score.
They're going to have to adjust something here because that was an infield fly. Well, it was called by the umpire. Let's see what happens.
And now the Ulysses coach is certainly asking about what you're talking about, infield fly. The first baseman dropped it right behind the first base bag. The umpire at home shakes his head. Kennedy Schultz in to score. It'll be an E3. Anna Martinez is on. A couple of pop flies have been the issue here early for Ulysses. Jay Rogers over to third. Olivia Harrell down to second. Anna Martinez at first. 2 errors here for Ulysses. 1-0, bases loaded, nobody out. And here comes the pitch, low for a ball.
Yeah, I'm a little perplexed on why that wasn't an infield fly. It was in the infield. It was in fair territory, and the third base umpire did have his finger up, so just curious why that did not happen.
Partita in the circle. And this ball is going to be swung on, popped up right behind home plate. The catcher is there to make the catch, and the first out has been recorded for Ulysses. Nicely done, throwing the helmet off. Yaden Molina makes the catch, and there is now 1 away. Tegan Ellis pops out to the catcher for the first out of the inning. Bases are loaded now for Zoe Peterson, wearing number 2, and it's going to hit her. She's going to wear this one. She will be down to first with a hit by pitch, and here comes the second run of the game. Jay Rogers has scored, so a couple of errors, a hit by pitch now, and a walk have led to 2 runs for Chapman. Olivia Harrell now down to third, Anna Martinez to second, and Zoe Peterson on at first with a hit by pitch, and now Callie Cook will step in, wearing number 24 for Chapman. And she takes this one a little bit upstairs for a ball.
So you got a 7-hole here that's got 19 RBIs on the season, 17 RBIs on the season. So,
and this one is in there for a called strike. Callie Cook is the daughter of head coach Kyle Cook. 4th year for Chapman as him leading the program. This one is going to be swung on and missed for Cook. Down to the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Chapman's going to have to quickly adjust to the speed here. They're getting a little, having a little trouble the last 3 batters. That's what they're missing the ball just a hair here.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Low, it's an off-speed pitch. It's going to bounce across and roll across. Coming home, they're trying to get the off-speed. Just didn't have enough on it to get home.
Yeah, having trouble with the off-speed pitch, making it to the plate. So it's not going to be real effective until she gets that down.
Cook lines it to left field. It's through for a base hit. Harold will score. Coach Cook will send the runner around third. In to score is Martinez. And a couple of RBIs for Callie Cook right there as she lines it into left field, and 2 more runs have scored. It is 4-0 here on the top of the bottom of the first.
Yeah, great at bat. Just sat on that pitch and nice barrel through the zone.
And now it's Kaya Bell, the left fielder. Number 25 for Chapman, batting from the right side. Coach Kyle Cook had no doubts right there about sending Anna Martinez home. This one comes across for a ball. At second base is Zoe Peterson. At first is Callie Cook. Kaya Bell batting in the 8th spot of the order, playing left field, trying to drive in a few more runs. 4-0 here on the top of the first. This one misses way high and outside, and Ulysses is struggling in the field here early on. They did get a batter on at first. It was a 4-pitch walk to begin the game, and then 3 consecutive strikeouts to end the first inning. And this one is going to come across, bounce across for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded up for Asa Courtois.
Yeah, you look at Ulysses and just, one caught fly ball by the catcher, but then you got 2 that were missed that were very catchable, and now that just explodes into 4 runs in the inning. Kind of gets you behind the 8 ball here, but Chapman just got to continue to hit the ball well here as she's struggling around the zone a little bit.
They could really blow this thing open here in the first inning. Already 4-0, but bases are loaded. And a big swing and a miss here for Courtois. Definitely trying to be aggressive. Certainly chased it out of the zone there. Asa Courtois, the designated player, wearing number 8 for Chapman. Top of the order, and Kennedy Schultz on deck. Schultz led it off with a single off the end of the bat here in the bottom of the first. This one is going to hit Courtois, the second hit batter, and a runner will come in to score. That is Zoe Peterson. It is 5-0 here in the bottom of the first, and everybody will move up. Callie Cook down to third, Kaya Bell to second, and they have batted around here, and now a meeting in the circle. We may get a pitching change. They may just have a meeting here in the circle. I think that's what they're going to do. USD 473, Chapman Schools. Chapman has a tradition of high academic success, school-run business opportunities, and a culture of caring for students. They do what's best for all kids. We appreciate all of our great sponsors here all season long and letting us broadcast here in Chapman this afternoon on Salina Post. Top of the order for Kennedy Schultz. Bases loaded. She takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Kennedy Schultz batting .400 on the season. Already has a single here in the first inning.
Outfield still paying straight up. Like to see them maybe move a little bit. Everything's going to the
Schultz
left field.
hits the ball to center. It is drifting back. It is locked. It is gone.
Grand slam.
It's a grand slam for Kennedy Schultz. Number 1 in green will make the slow trot around the bases. It is a grand slam for Kennedy Schultz. 2 hits in the bottom of the first. One's a single to begin the rally, and now a grand slam. And Chapman has blown this thing open. It is 9-0 in the bottom of the first. There is still only 1 out.
Yeah, what a great at bat. And just right through the middle of the zone with the bat. Again, not trying to do too much with it, just taking it right back where it came from, and again, right over the center field fence. Looked gone from the get-go.
Straight away center field, and like you said just a moment before, they were playing really deep. By the way, that's the 24th home run of the season for Chapman. 9-0 is our score, still just the 1 out. Coming in to score was Callie Cook, Kaya Bell, and Asa Courtois, and obviously hitting the grand slam was Kennedy Schultz. 2 for 2 for Kennedy Schultz. And now Jay Rogers, who reached on an error by the left fielder, it was an E7, comes back to the plate, and she certainly has her power as well, batting from the right side. Hits this one, same spot, a little bit shorter in. It's down in left field for a base hit, and Rogers is digging for second, and she is in with a stand-up double, and now it's going to be an overthrow back to the pitcher, and Rogers goes down to third. And they are going to make Rogers go back to second or keep her at third.
No,
and they're going to let her score because it went into the dugout. She gets to advance 2 bases, and Jay Rogers turns a single into scoring. It was an error on the left fielder throwing it in, and Jay Rogers now has scored twice. So it should have been a single, no doubt about that. And then, due to the error, she comes home to score. It is 10-0 in the bottom of the first. And this ball is chopped third base side foul.
That's just a junior seeing the ball real well. You know, she's coming around first. Her eyes are on that ball the entire time. She gets second, no problem. She gets the second, but she stays up and able to, with that errant throw, able to get herself to third base close enough where then they give her home. So great base running.
Very well-coached team here for Chapman as well.
Yeah, just think when you think you get a little reprieve, Olivia Harold's at the plate, batting .463, so no rest for the Tigers.
And this one must have just missed a little bit low. 2 balls and 1 strike for Olivia Harold. Chapman coming into the game had scored 221 runs on the season, and this one comes way inside for ball 3.
Well, I think one of the keys to the game has been met. Run support for Olivia. So I think that's there. So maybe they can not go to her second inning, and go somewhere else, give her a little rest, waiting for the Orioles in game 2.
And she is going to be on with a walk. Olivia Harold has been to the plate twice. She has seen 8 balls and just the 1 strike. So now it's Anna Martinez, and she has some power. Anna Martinez, the catcher, wearing number 44. She reached on a pop-up to the first baseman, but the first baseman dropped it. And Martinez wanted to take a big swing at this one. You've seen the big step there, Yoder, but decided to hold off.
Yeah. The reality of this whole inning is, they've already scored 10 runs. All but 2 are earned. They're all unearned because of those errors were early on in the inning. So a lot of unearned runs. It's not going to look too bad for the pitcher, but not going to look great on the stat book either.
Pitcher here is Ava Padilla, wearing number 7 for Ulysses, the Tigers. 4.5-hour road trip to get here. Martinez takes a called strike on the inside corner right there. Anna Martinez was part of the team last year that made it to state. Just the 1 out. This one is going to be swung on, lined into left field. It's a base hit. Left fielder is charging in and fields it. Quickly hits the cutoff at shortstop, and Martinez, picture perfect plate appearance right there. Get a couple of balls and then was able to line one out to left field. And now we're going to get a designated runner, a pinch runner that is, and it will be number 18 for Chapman. So Martinez has been on twice, and for Chapman coming in to run will be Rylan Sinnard, just a sophomore.
You get in high school softball, you can courtesy run for the pitcher and catcher. It doesn't hurt the courtesy runner as far as eligibility to come into the game again, but it does give a pinch or kind of a pinch runner scenario, but more of a courtesy runner scenario for the catcher, so it doesn't take her out of the game either.
10-0 is our score. This one is hit to the second baseman under the glove, and another run will come in to score. Coming in to score is Olivia Harold. Coach Cook holds the runner at third, and this is just one heck of a party here in regional game number 1 for Chapman. Hit after hit, run after run. It's 11-0 here in the bottom of the first, and then we are going to have a meeting in the circle. We'll take a break. This is Chapman softball right here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. Salina Regional
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush and a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush, the freakishly fast frog.
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof, she's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
Welcome back to Chapman. Here is one hit to the second baseman. It's going to be caught diving to the bag. It's going to be a double play. Another run did come in to score while we were at break. It was a throw down to the second baseman, and then it got past the second baseman, so a run came across to score. However, as we come back, it's a line drive hit to the second baseman. Nice catch right there for Ulysses, and a double play. A great play made by Thalia Pata, and it is a double play, but 12 runs come across in the bottom of the first. We'll take a break. We're back with more in Chapman right after this on Salina Post.
A smooth ride and safe handling start with a strong suspension. At Commercial Tire Center in Salina, our team provides expert suspension maintenance and repair for both automotive and diesel vehicles. From shocks, struts, and steering to full mechanical service, our certified technicians help extend tire life and keep your vehicle road ready. Whether it's your everyday car or a hardworking diesel truck, count on Commercial Tire Center to keep you moving.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
We are back here in Chapman. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Let's thank some more of our great sponsors. The Chapman Booster Club is dedicated to improving and enhancing the experiences of the students of USD 473 sports, organizations, and activities. The club raises money through donations, memberships, merchandise sales, and advertising in the sports programs. Also, fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and S-Post Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from all around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. Again, Billings Group proudly presents these highlight packages. We have a lot of highlights here in Chapman. 12-0, including a grand slam in the bottom of the first for the Irish here in Chapman. Anthony George is alongside Aaron Yoder, Nick Garst on the video here on Salina Post. Appreciate you joining us here this afternoon in Chapman. Pitching change for Chapman. Aaron, you mentioned it a little while ago. Maybe you get some run support for Olivia Harold. Maybe you try and save that arm for game 2. They're going to bring in Kaylee Livingston, a senior pitcher, 53 in the third innings pitched, 7-0 record. This is her 14th appearance on the season, and this one is going to be swung on and fouled up off the top of the netting. But 53 in the third innings pitched, a 7-0 record, 3.67 ERA, and 39 strikeouts on the season. For her, is a very, very good for Livingston on the year.
Yeah, not bad to be able to bring in a senior
Here's
pitcher.
a chopper to the shortstop. Rogers throws over to first. High throw, nice catch and stretch by Schultz over at first. That was a high throw, but you've seen the stretch there as Schultz was able to go up and grab it, and quickly, just like that, one retired for the new pitcher, Livingston.
Yeah, what a great stretch. Staying on the bag there. Young players can get a little antsy on those, but just, again, kept that foot planted. So Chapman played really good defense.
Round out to the shortstop. So now with Yaden Molina, the catcher, batting 6th in the order, takes a called strike. So, Aaron, you're a former softball coach. You coached down in the Hutchinson area for several years. You and I broadcast some Junction City softball on KJCK radio, as this one is going to be in there for a called strike, too. I asked this season if you ever felt the urge to get back into coaching. With the team hitting as well as Chapman is hitting, does that certainly scratch that itch a little bit?
Oh, man. It doesn't hurt when you got...
Here comes the 0-2 pitch, low and outside.
You know, 4 outs, you've only had to make one. You know, striking with pitching alone has made me think, yeah, if you had a pitch like that, I wouldn't mind coaching. But, again, it comes down to athletes, but also coaches, you know, and they got a really good coach in Coach Cook.
Yes, they certainly do. This is his 4th year here. Chapman is looking for their 5th state tournament appearance. 2014, 15, and 16. Last year they were able to get back in there. We were happy to be here and be a part of it. And this one just missed outside. So we went from 0-2 to full at 3-2 for Yaden Molina, the catcher. Working the count here for number 4 in black for Ulysses, the Tigers. Here comes the full count pitch. Swung on, popped up just behind us. Very nice complex here in Chapman as well. A lot of Chapman folks have showed up to support. Want to say congratulations to all the seniors for Chapman and Ulysses that graduated on Sunday. And I've been told tomorrow is the last day of school here in Chapman with dismissal at 1. So hoping to try and celebrate with a couple of wins tonight and then get last day of school tomorrow to begin summer in a good way. Here is a walk. Molina was down on the count 0-2 and able to battle back, and it's one on and one out now as Yaden Molina is on with a base on balls. And now it's the second baseman, Thalia Pata. And this one is low. Martinez is behind the plate. Schultz is at first. Cook at second. Jay Rogers at third. Olivia Harold was in the circle to begin the game. She is now at third. She played third last year when Maddie Harold was in the circle. Check swing, and I believe she went around. She did. The ball was up elevated in the zone, but she couldn't hold back. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the second. Chapman leads 12-0 here on Salina Post. It's a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Those high ones are hard to lay off because you can always see them better because they're closer to your eyeballs. But
swing and a miss, strike 3. 4th strikeout of the game, first strikeout for the new pitcher for Chapman, Kaylee Livingston. Also, make sure to be listening to our Smart Play of the Game, brought to you by Smart Insurance, with locations at Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. And Aaron Yoder, we already have our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. It was the grand slam by Kennedy Schultz. That was our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game, and it happened in the bottom of the first inning. Called strike right there. And there are 2 away, 4 strikeouts on the day, 1 for Livingston, 3 for Olivia Harold. 12-0, Chapman leads it in the top of the second. And she has found the zone. A called strike on the outside corner. Augusta Orioles, the waiting of the winner of this game here. Livingston pitch comes in, swung on and fouled over just above us. Probably came in real tight wherever you're watching at.
Yeah, fouled right back at us there, but
one of the things that I love about this complex is all the netting all the way around, too. Lots of foul balls, and certainly very safe to be at. Here comes the pitch, swung on, and this one is going to stay in play as well. Fouled off top of the netting to our right. First base side, right above the first base dugout. Trying to battle here. No balls and 2 strikes to Emily Metcalf.
Yeah, we're not used to calling games with this much protection, so.
And you know, it was fairly windy on the drive over here, but it's not too bad here right now. Here's a throw down to second base on an attempted steal, and out at second base. Martinez put it on the money, and Rogers laid the tag. She is retired on the attempted steal. Yaden Molina caught stealing, and they face the minimum after getting one caught stealing on an attempted steal down to second base. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. We'll take a break, back with more softball right after this in Chapman.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
We are back here in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Let's thank some more sponsors. This presentation is brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting, your partners in secure banking technology and seamless IT solutions. Also, Salina Regional Health Center is hiring. See all their open positions and start your new career today with Salina Regional by visiting srhc.com. New pitcher for Concordia. It is number 15 for Concordia, Destiny Edmondson. And I said Concordia, Ulysses. My apologies. I was doing all my prep last night and today, and it was all Concordia from last year. And so my apologies to the folks in Ulysses. Ulysses the Tigers. But we have the same colors for the opponent next game, with Augusta being very similar colors. Cook pops it up in the infield, and Ulysses is there to make the catch. And right there it was the shortstop, and the shortstop is Devin Vitolis. So quick work right here for the new pitcher. 1 pitch and 1 out for Ulysses.
You do the 8-9 hole here. Bell walked her last time up.
Kaya Bell, and then Asa Courtois. It's crazy to say this would be, once we get through the 8 and 9 batters, we'll be going through the third time through the order. It's 12-0 in the bottom of the second. And this ball is swung on and hit well out to left field, to center field, left center that is, but right there to make the catch is the center fielder, just shaded to the left side, and the catch is made out in center field right there by Abigail Tapia. So very different than the first inning. They were having some issues with some fly balls, and just like that, 2 pitches and 2 outs. Caught out in left center field. Asa Courtois, the designated player, was hit by a pitch. Chapman trying to not go down. 1, 2, 3. They'd like to get out of here in 3 innings. It's 15 after 3. That's the run rule. They're at 12 right now, and now we have a hit by pitch. Asa Courtois has been hit by a pitch twice. And now we go back to the top of the order. Kennedy Schultz singled and then hit a grand slam to straightaway center field, both in the bottom of the first. So 2 outs, and Courtois is down at first base. For Schultz now coming to the plate. Left-handed batter, called strike on Schultz. For Kennedy Schultz, batting .400, 3rd home run of the season. 36 hits on the year for Kennedy Schultz. And this one misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, the zone seems to be a little bit high as far as like right across the letters. They're getting that call, but Chapman's handled that pitch well so far today.
And Schultz rips it right up the middle. It's through for a base hit. Turning from second to go to third is Courtois, and in safely without a throw to third. Asa Courtois rounded second with no hesitation. And Schultz is now 3 for 3 with a couple of singles and also a grand slam. And now it'll bring up Jay Rogers, and she certainly has the power. Jay Rogers leads the team, batting .548. 35 hits on the season, including 6 home runs. Right-handed batter. And the runner is going to take off down for second. It's going to get through the hand of the pitcher, and another run will come across and score. So we have a stolen base for Kennedy Schultz, and then coming in to score is Asa Courtois. It was just a straight throw back to the pitcher. The pitcher wasn't able to handle it. And it is now 13-0 in the second inning. Rogers rips it third base side foul. How about the instincts from Coach Kyle Cook? Didn't move an inch, just lifted his leg and let the ball go right underneath.
We're used to coaches like that this season, aren't we? But just nonchalant over there, just, okay, seen this before. But one thing I've seen so far from Chapman this entire game is just base running IQ. They are getting extra bases because they are not waiting for their coaches to tell them what to do. They are looking at the field and making those plays themselves.
This one comes way high and outside. Nice job by the catcher snatching it there for Ulysses. Yaden Molino was able to get up out of the stance and make the catch. Jay Rogers trying to find one and drive one here. And this one is way high. Probably smart, avoiding the strike zone with Rogers in there. And now down to third base on the pass ball. It's Kennedy Schultz.
Yeah, just the stance of the catcher is telling you they're not trying to get anything on the inner half of the plate here. They are trying to miss way outside.
2 outs on 2 pitches to begin the inning, and now that's ball 4 for Jay Rogers. They will certainly try to get Rogers down to second. She runs very well, and a base hit from Olivia Harold, if they can get her down to second, would give them the 15 runs they need. Now they still have to get through the top of the third inning to get the run rule. See if Rogers takes off. She does. Popped up. It's playable for the catcher. No, it's not. It is right drifting. It was in play, and then you just seen it slowly go over the top and roll down the netting, as we were talking about just a second ago. So Olivia Harold avoids what would have been a pop out to the catcher thanks to the wind pushing in a little bit. You've seen Jay Rogers taking off for second. She'll certainly take off here again as well. As time is called, Harold will dig back in from the right side. Swing and a miss upstairs. Here's the throw down to second. Rogers is down, and another run will come in to score. Kennedy Schultz comes in to score. Jay Rogers down to second. And we have a 14-0 lead for Chapman, the Irish.
You know, you got the sophomore at the plate here, but, you know, so you'd like to see that first pitch. Take that first pitch. Let the girl get the second. Now you got two on scoring position for you. And now you find yourself down 2 strikes, but still a chance for an RBI here. But again, that's just a young girl, 2 walks, wanting to get the bat on the ball here to help join the program.
Edmondson in the circle. This one is going to be stopped behind home plate. Great stop by the catcher. Molina right there was about to get all the way back to the wall. She dived to the left and made the stop, and it held Jay Rogers at second base.
Went behind the feet of Harold, so that's an outstanding play by the catcher.
Ulysses trying to get out of it here. 14-0. Chapman has the lead. This ball is pounded way up and out of play. Foul. Third base side, way out in front of it right there for Harold. 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. 14-0 is the score. Chapman with the lead. If they can get Jay Rogers home and not give up a run in the third, they'll win by run rule. 15 after 3. And this one is outside. And that is going to be a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes for Olivia Harold. You mentioned that she's walked twice. She just wants to put the ball in play. But a walk still for Anna Martinez coming up is just fine, too, if you're a Chapman fan. This one is upstairs, ball 4. Olivia Harold knows the strike zone as a pitcher, and she has walked all 3 times. She's worked the count a couple of times now, and she has reached courtesy of 12 balls this afternoon. 3 walks for Olivia Harold. Between Harold being walked and Aza Courtois being hit, everybody else for Chapman has been able to put the ball on the bat, but not for those 2. A called strike on the outside corner for Anna Martinez.
So what you're saying, partner, is everybody except Harold has made contact with the ball.
That is also another way to put it. And it's not her fault. Technically, if you count a couple of foul balls, she has, but has not officially reached the scorebook as a hit or anything like that. Neither has Courtois, but hit by pitch, so I see where you're going there. 2 on, 2 outs. This ball is ripped down the line. It's foul. That's
a rocket.
She barreled it right there, but it is foul. And Martinez is trying to extend this lead with 2 outs. This is a Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Today's game sponsor, presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene.
These are the hard games to keep your kids engaged in when you're – but, here they go, and Chapman is well engaged right now. So just like to keep them engaged because you're going to get here in an hour, you're going to be against a really good Orioles team that you're going to have to be able to put some bat on the ball as well and continually make some good plays on defense.
Martinez, we'll see what she can do here. Not going to get a chance. Ball's going to get all the way back to the backstop. Both runners will move up 60 feet. Rogers down to third, Harold over to second. So now a base hit would certainly make it 16-0 with as well as Rogers and Harold run. 2 outs. It all came on 2 pitches to begin the inning. Callie Cook lined out to the shortstop, and then Kaya Bell hit a fly ball to the center fielder. This one is low for ball 4. 3 consecutive walks. And we'll see if a pinch runner comes in like last time. She will. Again, coming in to run is number 18, Rylan Sinnard. So now it's Tegan Ellis. Popped up to the catcher for the first out in the first inning, and then Chapman just certainly pounded the ball after that. Here comes the pitch in, and it's low, bounces across the plate.
Yeah, she singled her last time up at the plate, so now bases loaded. Just put the bat on the ball. You're going to score a run here. Just as well as all the Chapman runners run here.
And this one is low. The catcher tried to pull it up, but not able to. 2 balls and no strikes. So even if she takes 4 balls here, it'd still make it 15-0, which is exactly what Chapman is hoping for. And here comes the 2-0 pitch way upstairs, and it's going to get away from the catcher. Jay Rogers is in to score. Underhand flip back to the pitcher. Both runners again move up 60 feet. Harold down to third. Martinez over to second. It's a 3-0 count. And it is 15-0.
After those first 2 quick outs, 2 pitches, just a little bit of control problems here in the last 4 batters.
Ellis trying to get on here. 3-0 count, and it is going to be right down the middle. It's a called strike. Zoe Peterson on deck if they get to her. Here comes the pitch from Ulysses. High for ball 4. And the bases are once again loaded up this time for Zoe Peterson. 4 consecutive walks for Edmondson. And Zoe Peterson comes to the plate. If she's able to get on, they will have batted around for the 2nd consecutive inning. Coach Kyle Cook taking his stroll down back to the third base coach's box. Certainly very pleased with the performance of his team here in game number 1. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. 15-0. Chapman leads outside for a ball. And we were going to have a pinch hitter. And it will be number 17 if they get to her. And that is J.C. Shippey. Way upstairs. And like you said, Yoder is 3-0. Very much struggling to find the zone here for Edmondson. Long trip for Ulysses. 4 hours and 30 minutes on the road. 277 miles one way. 3-0 count with the bases loaded. And it's a called strike. Certainly feels like that is just, as a broadcaster, you know it's coming, but you still just have to wait until it's official. 3-0 count almost always appears to be right down the middle. 3-1 count now, and it is way outside for ball 4, and another run will come in to score. Olivia Harold comes in to score. It's 16-0. Martinez moves up to second, or Martinez goes down to third. Ellis goes up to second, and Peterson is on with the base on balls. Five consecutive walks, and then Callie Cook is going to be pinch hit for. And again, it will be the junior number 17, J.C. Shippey, 15 plate appearances on the season, batting .267.
Yeah, 4 singles, so not going to be a lot of power here. But again, Ulysses is giving them a lot of credit, playing really deep.
Misses low and outside. Again, you got to tip your cap to Melina behind the dish. She has certainly kept a lot of balls. There's been a few that have gotten past, but a lot she has done her duty to stay in front of. Here comes the 1-0. High and outside for ball 2.
Well, you can tell she's that next level of catcher. You know, she's not just getting the ones you think, all right, you got to stop those. She's getting some that are, she's really having to work hard to get. So kudos to her today.
And a hit by pitch right here, and another run will come in to score. Hit by pitch for Senard. So that'll bring up Kaya Bell. And I think we're going to get another pinch hitter if they get to her. 2 outs, 17-0 is the score. Kaya Bell batting from the right side. Here's the ball upstairs. So coming up 25 minutes after this one, it will be the winner of this game. Certainly appears Chapman was headed that way. Will take on the Augusta Orioles for a chance to get back to the state tournament. This ball was swung on, popped up to shallow right field. Right fielder is charging in and able to snow cone and makes the catch. It tried to jar free, but the right fielder is there to make the catch. It was caught by Jocelyn Lerma. It is 17-0 after the second inning of play. Chapman's going to try to retirement order. If they do, it'll be a run rule victory in 3 innings. This is our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, Backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
We are back here in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies, your trusted partner in bank-focused IT strategy and compliance. Also, Sage Products. Sage Products of Salina is your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home. From paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor, you will see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. Top of the third, we go 17-0. Chapman leads it, and if they can get a quick inning here from Livingston, they will win the game and go to the regional final. 8-9-1. Or rather, it's 9-1-2. They're going to say that Metcalf was out on that throw down to second, but before the throw down was a strikeout looking. So check that. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Anaya Rodriguez. How about that? Coming back-to-back strikeouts for Livingston, who just checked into the game. 55 innings pitched on the year, and now one away. And now it'll go back to the top of the order to Abigail Tapia. Led the game off with a 4-pitch walk by Olivia Harold, and then Harold found her zone, and then Livingston has come on ever since. Top of the third, swing and a miss for Tapia. Due up next is the right fielder Jocelyn Yerma. So here's the question. You mentioned that certainly games like this could be hard to keep your team focused. With a regional final on the line, you have to imagine that they're all locked in as a swing and a miss. But how do you quickly shift from game one to game two? A traditional doubleheader, I would say, is fairly easy because they always play those. But from a coaching perspective, how do you make sure they're ready to go after a game like this? Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swung on, fouled off. It'll stay 0-2 to Tapia.
Well, your keys to the game don't change. So you're just going to, hey, we got to go right back out, do the same thing we just did. We got to have good at-bats, put the bat on the ball. We got to be patient, make them throw in the zone. So, again, just the same strategy, but just keep the kids loose.
This one comes upstairs for a ball.
But, again, it's easy to have confidence when you just come out here and, right now we've had to make one out defensively. 5 of the 6 outs have been strikeouts, or 6 of the 7 outs have been strikeouts. So really, the pitching has really helped just kind of really set the tone for the defense here.
Ulysses battling at the plate. Tapia continuing to try and stay alive here, down 17-0. And again, we'd like to congratulate both teams as seniors on graduating high school on Sunday. This one is in there for a called strike 3, looking this time. How about this? 4 consecutive strikeouts. This one, a backwards K, a strikeout looking. And there are 2 outs now in the top of the third. And so Chapman is trying to get out of here with a run rule victory in game number 1. And now it's Jocelyn Lerma, strikeout victim number 1 of the day. And she takes a called strike. Very good velocity here from Livingston as well.
Yeah, she just kept pounding the zone. Lerma's going to have a little trouble here as she's just right around the zone the whole time. So
0-1 comes in just a touch high. We will have our Commercial Tire Center post-game show just briefly. We'll talk about some of the game highlights. We'll name our Smart Play of the game, brought to you by Smart Insurance. We'll again talk about our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game as this ball is scribbled foul. And now Ulysses down to their last strike. And then after that, we'll have 25 minutes till game 2. We'll step aside, we'll get our lineups ready, and then we'll come back and have another broadcast here on Salina Post. But they must finish it right here. Livingston, the senior, comes home. It is a called strike 3. A little bit of a delayed strike call right there, but a called strike 3. And game number 1 is in the books. And just like that, 3 innings gone, and Chapman wins it 17-0. Let's step aside. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll thank some more sponsors. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Final score, Chapman 17, Ulysses 0 in 3 innings.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
And we are back in Chapman. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. We'll thank some more sponsors here. Messenger Total Promotions, the official apparel provider for the Salina Post sports team, is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for local high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and also have school items for your car. Messenger Total Promotions in Salina, Minneapolis, and Junction City. Also would like to thank AJ Honey Farms, from raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames. AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street in Salina. I'm Anthony Georges alongside Aaron Yoder. Nick Garst is on the video for Salina Post. Big win for Chapman in Game 1. The Irish win it 17-0. What a first inning it was for Chapman. Everybody scored except for one, and then they ultimately came around to score in the second inning. So 17-0 was the final. Chapman was all over it. Our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game was the grand slam hit by Kennedy Schultz. But let's talk to you now, Aaron Yoder, about the smart play of the game, brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. What would you say the smart play of the game was here in game number 1 for Chapman?
I think it's between two things. I think it's either the pitching with all the strikeouts, but also the base running. Rogers is a next-level base runner. We saw a couple of times throughout the game. The second inning, or the first inning, she gets on base, pushing the lead out of Schultz, kind of encouraging her to go to third base. Again, that's all being done without being told by a coach. But that third time at the plate, I believe it's the third time, second time, she hits a single, and then scores on that single because she pushes that single into a double, try to get a double out of it, errant throw, but she's already moving, doesn't hesitate, and scores. So I think the base running for Chapman was, again, when you have 8 walks that it's going to be most of your offense, 6 hits, and you still score 16 runs. A lot of that's with how you're going to get the base running accomplished. And again, Cook has got those girls trained well, where they're seeing the ball. And so for me, the smart play of the game is the base running and especially the base running by Rogers.
And also, I would also say another smart play of the game was just really just collective 9 outs. 8 of the 9 outs were strikeouts by the pitchers, 3 strikeouts by Olivia Harold, and then more strikeouts by Kaylee Livingston. Certainly a great performance. This is a Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Would like to thank Billings Group as well. Fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and S Post Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from all around the area. Proudly presented by Billings Group. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll let you settle down and get ready for the championship game between Augusta and Chapman. So one more break, and then we'll get you ready here in just a little while, in about 20 minutes, for Chapman and Augusta for a trip to the state tournament next week.
Take a step that matters. June 6th from 8 a.m. to noon at Village Manor in Abilene. Join the Steps of Support Relay Walk, raising awareness for chronic illness in our community. Walk your first lap alongside a Village Manor resident, then continue your pledge laps as they cheer you on. Enjoy treats, a complimentary lunch, and chances to win prizes. Registration is just $10. Sign up through June 5th at mhsks.org and look for the Steps of Support graphic. All proceeds benefit the Village Manor Resident Fund. Steps of Support. Every step supports awareness.
Tossed and Sauce Pizza is a proud supporter of all our area athletes and want to wish them good luck this season. When headed to the game or an evening at home, stop in and see Tossed and Sauce Pizza at 306 Northwest 3rd in Abilene.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
And we are back in Chapman, ready for the regional championship game. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. I'm Anthony Georges alongside Aaron Yoder on Salina Post Sports. Doing the video is Nick Garth. Certainly appreciate all of you for watching here on this Tuesday afternoon as we get ready to try and figure out who's going to the state tournament. Chapman was there last year, their first time since 2016. Today they are playing the Augusta Orioles for a chance to go back to the state tournament. They went back-to-back-to-back, 2014, 15, and 16 trips to state. They are trying to go back-to-back in 2025 and 2026. They won their first game 17-0 about a half hour ago. They had no problem with the Ulysses Tigers. Now they're going to face a team with the exact same color jerseys in the Augusta Orioles, who are the number 7 seed in 4A West, and they are 15-10 on the season. They won their first game 6-0 here this afternoon against Buhler. All right, just about ready to go. Let's go ahead and give you the lineup. But first, let's name our new image audio keys to the game. Very simple here. Get run support for Olivia Harold. Her arm should be fresh. Didn't throw a lot of pitches. Had 3 strikeouts in the first inning. And then also she had a base on balls, a walk to begin the game. 4-pitch walk, 4 straight balls to begin the game, and then 3 consecutive strikeouts. So she should be fresh. She should be good to go and then get the bats going early. They did that in the first game. It was a problem last year in both games. We'll see if they can find a way to get the bats going in the regional championship game here early on. Those are our new image audio keys to the game, brought to you by New Image Audio. And again, today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. We'll start with Augusta. Leading off and playing third base, number 10, Becca Scove. Batting second, playing center field, number 23, Riley Pfeiffer. Batting third, the shortstop, number 1, Brayson Landers. Cleanup, batting fourth, the designated player, 44, Riley J. Fifth, the right fielder, number 8, Hadley Wells. Sixth, it's the first baseman, number 14, Chloe Wignale. Seventh, the catcher, number 20, Taylor Osborne. Eighth, the left fielder, number 2, Reagan Pfeiffer. Twins, the Pfeiffers are twins. Batting ninth, it's the second baseman, number 5, Gabby Rettig. And the pitcher is number 11, Kaya Burns. For Chapman, the home team, the Irish, the 2 seed in 4A West. Batting first baseman, number 1, Kennedy Schultz. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 12, Jay Rogers. Batting third, the pitcher, number 0, warming up right now, Olivia Harold. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 44, Anna Martinez. Fifth, the center fielder, number 9, Tegan Ellis. Sixth, it's the right fielder, number 2, Zoe Peterson. Seventh, the designated player, number 22, Mackenzie Leedy. She did not play game 1. Mackenzie Leedy batting 7th. The designated player. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 24, Callie Cook. Batting 9th, the left fielder, number 25, Kaya Bell. And playing third base is Carmen Courtois. Just about ready to go. Chapman, same green jerseys, black pants. Chapman across the front of the jersey in white, numbers in white. For Augusta, the Orioles, their black jerseys, an Oriole on the left side of the jersey. Numbers are in white, and parts of the side part of the jersey is shaded in orange and white for the Orioles. We are ready to go. I'm Anthony Georges. This is Aaron Yoder. Nick Garst on the video on Salina Post. We are going to decide who's going to the state tournament next week. We are just about ready for the first pitch. Olivia Harold is in the circle, the sophomore, number 0, over 200 career strikeouts. with a fresh arm for the championship game, comes home and misses upstairs to start for a ball. Becca Scove, the third baseman, number 10. Very senior heavy for Augusta. Scove, left-handed batter. Is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Next, it's Riley Pfeiffer and then Brayson Landers. So just like we began the first game, Olivia Harold maybe struggling to settle in a little bit. 4 balls to begin the first game, and now she has a 3-0 count to the first batter, Becca Scove. She settled in fine after the leadoff walk in the first game. Here comes the pitch. It is going to be in there for a called strike.
Yeah, seems to be way more settled in on this this outing. Again, not missing low here, so like to see what she's doing here to get the game started.
3-1 pitch to Scove, and this one is going to be chopped right off the end of the bat. Harold will throw to first, but not in time. It's an infield single for Becca Scove. So just like the first game, the first batter of the game for Chapman on the opposing side, the first batter they faced has reached this one off the end of the bat, just a chopper. Harold fielded it and threw to first, but not in time. Courtois is at third, Rogers at shortstop, Cook at second, and Schultz is at first. Behind the plate is Anna Martinez. Ball is punched into the air, first base side. Schultz is there in the on-deck circle. She makes the catch, and the umpire runs into Martinez right in front of her. He's trying to catch her and hold her up so she doesn't fall over, and now checks on her to make sure she's okay. She's fine. It is a pop out, a little pop fly out to the first baseman in foul territory. Schultz records the first out, and now it will be Brayson Landers, and Landers takes a big swing and a miss. That is some heavy velocity for Olivia Harold.
Yeah, notice in the first game, she's going to be, don't know exact velocity, but she's in the upper 50s, probably in the 60s, right around that 60 mark. That's going to be good at 45 feet.
And this one is swung on, punched off the end of the bat, and cut by Cook.
Heck of a play.
And they're going to double it up. Callie Cook over to Schultz, and they get this thing started with the Vernon Jewelers gem of the game, a double play to end the top of the first. That's how you get started if you're a Chapman Irish fan and a player here in Chapman. We'll take a break. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. A double play to end it for our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. They'll come to the plate right after this here in Chapman.
Take a step that matters. June 6th from 8 a.m. to noon at Village Manor in Abilene. Join the Steps of Support Relay Walk, raising awareness for chronic illness in our community. Walk your first lap alongside a Village Manor resident, then continue your pledge laps as they cheer you on. Enjoy treats, a complimentary lunch, and chances to win prizes. Registration is just $10. Sign up through June 5th at mhsks.org and look for the Steps of Support graphic. All proceeds benefit the Village Manor Resident Fund. Steps of Support. Every step supports awareness.
Tossed and Sauce Pizza is a proud supporter of all our area athletes and want to wish them good luck this season. When headed to the game or an evening at home, stop in and see Tossed and Sauce Pizza at 306 Northwest 3rd in Abilene.
We are back in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, your State Farm agent in Dickinson County. Also, Memorial Health Systems Village Manor in Abilene reminds you of the Steps of Support Relay Walk coming up on Saturday, June the 6th. All right, we already had our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game to end the top of the first. A heck of a catch by Callie Cook at second base, and then was able to get it over to first for a double play to double up the runner at first. And now for the Chapman Irish, the Lady Irish had a heck of a play on defense. They'll bring up Kennedy Schultz, Jay Rogers, and Olivia Harold in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch comes across low for a ball. The pitcher is Kaya Burns for Augusta, a sophomore wearing number 11. Right-handed pitcher in the circle. First one missed low. Second one misses low. Osborne behind the plate for Augusta. Scove is at third. Landers at shortstop. Reddick at second. Wignale is over at first. And again, Burns in the circle. 2-0 pitch. Ripped to the second baseman. Backhand. Nice stop. Throw to first. Not in time. And a great job by the catcher, Osborne, backing up the throw. It got under the glove of the first baseman. Heck of a backhand right there by Reddick. But Schultz is on with an infield single. Very hard hit ball by Kennedy Schultz. If you missed us in the first game, we talked a lot of stats, and we'll continue to do so here. 6 players hitting at or above 400 for Chapman, and here is Jay Rogers batting .548 on the season. Over 35 hits. She rips one down the line. It's a fair ball, and going from second to third is Schultz, and then she will get halfway down and decide to trot back to second. Nicely done by Pfeiffer out in left field. Coach Kyle Cook was telling her to go from second to third. You talked about base running in the first game. She realized Pfeiffer was there to cut that ball off and decided on her own not to get to third. Probably a smart call by Schultz right there. And 2 singles here for Chapman to begin. That one was just inside the third base bag. It was fair down the left field line. And now it's Olivia Harold. She walked 3 times in the first game. She gets a called strike against her right here.
Yeah, 2 singles to start off the game. Again, no surprise with the potent offense here of the Irish.
And Harold watches this one come to the outside corner for a call strike. An off-speed pitch right there by Burns. Kaya Burns, the sophomore in the circle, trying to get her first out. 0-0, bottom of the first. Runners on first and second for the Irish of Chapman. Harold batting in the third spot of the order as a sophomore. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, laced into right field. It's down for a base hit. Coach Cook will send Schultz around third. She slides in safely. Rogers will come around third. She's in standing up, and Harold all the way to third. Chapman gets the bottom of the first started with a bang. Into right field, it was punched. The right fielder Wells couldn't track it down. Schultz scores from second. Rogers scores from first, and Harold is all the way down to third.
Yeah, sophomore there with 8 doubles, 3 triples, and 7 home runs on the season. No surprise with great contact there at the plate.
Error by the right fielder, so they're not going to say a triple but a double, and then certainly able to continue down the line. Nobody out, and now it's the catcher, Anna Martinez, number 44 in green for the Irish. Right-handed batter, big swing and a miss for Martinez. Burns trying to settle in here. They're going to score it as a single, and then an error that let her advance 2 bases for Olivia Harold. That ball was hit well down the first base side, right field line.
I'd say that's probably scored correctly. Again, that base running got her to third base. She was just out of the box quick and saw that ball. And, again, she didn't really look up until she got within 10 feet of third base. So
Martinez digs in. This one is going to be swung on, and it's going to be out of play foul, first base side, off the top of the dugout. 2-0, Chapman leads in the bottom of the first. We've already named our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game, but, hey, there can always be more than one. We still have our smart play of the game brought to you by Smart Insurance. Martinez punches this ball to right field. The right fielder is on it to make the catch. That's Wells. Harold is in to score after tagging from third. It's 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning for the Irish here in Chapman. Productive sacrifice fly to right field. The right fielder didn't have to move much. Wells backpedaled and then came in and settled on it and made the catch in right field. But a sacrifice fly, a run batted in for Anna Martinez. Coming into the day, Martinez had 29 runs batted in. That's number 30.
You can just tell a little bit different in velocity they're facing here. Most of their balls are going to the right center side of the field.
Ellis rips this one down the line, foul. Boy, she was on that one. Got it right where she wanted to, but just outside the third base bag.
Well, it only takes me to say that for them to pull one down the line there. But, they did get that one right down the line earlier, Rogers. But, again, the velocity change, they're making great adjustment to. Again, they're not unused to seeing this type of velocity around this area. They're used to, on their schedule. They're going to see this a lot.
In the NCKL, North Central Kansas League for Chapman. This one's going to miss and get away from the catcher. Tegan Ellis, the center fielder, wearing number 9, batting from the right side. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2.
Augusta coming out of the ABCTL, they're going to see used to this
ball
kind of
is
hitting.
Chopped to the shortstop. Landers up and over to first for an out right there. And that's just 2 outs as the pitcher comes running off the field. And I'll let you finish your thought about the league Augusta plays in.
Yeah, the AVCTL, you're not gonna see anything different than what you're seeing from Chapman right now. There's gonna be a lot of hitting. So a little experienced coach in that league, man, you're every day out there is good hitting. And so they're used to playing a lot of defense against good contact.
Back-to-back hits to the shortstop. Landers over to first to Wignale, and back-to-back outs, but not before the Irish strike and score 3 in the bottom of the first. We go to the second, 3-0 Chapman, the home team on top in the regional final.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush, the freakishly fast frog.
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
We are back in Chapman. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Back after a couple of foul balls from Riley J., the designated player for Augusta. Olivia Harold back in the circle. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled off the glove of the catcher, Martinez. And that velocity certainly playing a factor here. Augusta's trying to catch up to it, but Harold is coming home with some major speed and some major rest. Only had to pitch 1 inning in the first game due to a run rule in 3 innings, and then Livingston came in the last 2.
Yeah, very solid outing so far, continuing from the first game.
0-2 pitch missed on the inside corner just barely, and you heard a lot of the fans here. Great showing by Chapman. The city of Chapman has certainly turned out this afternoon. Some folks standing behind us, to our left, to our right, all over. We've got Chapman folks who are trying to cheer their team on to back-to-back state appearances. 1-2 pitch called, strike 3. That is the first strikeout here in game number 2 for Olivia Harold. It's a reverse K, a strikeout looking. And now it's the right fielder, Hadley Wells, and then it'll be the first baseman, Chloe Wignale. 3 runs in the bottom of the inning, bottom of the first for Chapman. They lead at 3-0 in the top of the second. And a called strike right here.
Yeah, I guess it's going to have to try to get something going here early on. You're going to have to take advantage of every opportunity. So leadoff strikeout, not what you wanted to see here.
This pitch is going to come across way too high off the top of the glove of Martinez all the way back to the backstop.
Yeah, sophomore pitcher here, a little bit effectively wild sometimes is not a bad approach. So she is missing a little bit up, but that's okay.
Swing and a miss here for Wells. Her sister was Maddie Harold, and she was very successful here the past several years, and now she's pitching at Cloud County Community College. Talked to Coach Kyle Cook about it. It's a very successful freshman year for her up there at Cloud. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. This time it's a strikeout swinging. And just like that, 2 up and 2 down. So they faced the minimum in the first. You had the first batter of the game get on with a single, and then you had a pop fly, and then you had a double play on a great play by Callie Cook. It was our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. First pitch in here to Wignale was fouled off first base side. Trying to go 1-2-3, 1-2-3 in the first 2 innings is Olivia Harold. Certainly settled in and locked in after a 17-0 win in the first game against Ulysses. Swung on, hit down the line, just foul first base side. Schultz is playing right on the bag, and it just missed to the outside of the first base bag. So both teams has had a close one down the line, hit outside the bag, and not stay in play.
Yeah, almost 100 innings pitched, so for a sophomore, that almost makes you a junior pretty quick.
This one comes upstairs a little bit, trying to get the batter to chase. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catcher Taylor Osborne, number 20 in the on-deck circle. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. She strikes out the side. 1 looking, 2 swinging. She's faced the minimum through 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Chapman 3, Augusta scoreless.
A smooth ride and safe handling start with a strong suspension. At Commercial Tire Center in Salina, our team provides expert suspension maintenance and repair for both automotive and diesel vehicles. From shocks, struts, and steering to full mechanical service, our certified technicians help extend tire life and keep your vehicle road ready. Whether it's your everyday car or a hardworking diesel truck, count on Commercial Tire Center to keep you moving.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
We are back in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Also, I want to thank some great sponsors, USD 473, Chapman Schools. Chapman has a tradition of high academic success, school-run business opportunities, and a culture of caring for students. They do what's best for all kids. And also, Billings Group fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and S Post Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from all around the area. Proudly presented by Billings Group. No doubt that double play from Callie Cook to end of the first inning will be on there. 2-0, we go to the bottom of the second. Chapman comes to the plate. This ball is hit to the second baseman, takes a wicked hop, but a quick out is recorded. And just like that, retired Mackenzie Leedy comes to the plate for the first time. Did not play game 1. Aggressive, swings and grounds it out right there to the second baseman for Augusta. On the stop right there is Gabby Redis over to first for the out. And 1 pitch, 1 out right there for Augusta.
You can see Mackenzie Leedy there coming off an injury, so missed part of the season for that. And so, got out of the box quick, but then notice when play was made, she kind of backed off a little bit. So, again, probably why she didn't play game 1, but again, hit too well to not be in the championship game.
Callie Cook playing second base, had that tremendous play to end the first, double play in the batter's box. 2-0 count for Cook, the daughter of head coach Kyle Cook. Wearing number 24 in green. It takes us 1 low for a ball. As a team, Chapman hitting .374, batting .374 on the season. On-base percentage is .453. 24 home runs on the season after a grand slam in game number 1 from Kennedy Schultz. A called strike. And 3 balls and 1 strike to Callie Cook. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the second. A trip to the state tournament on the line next week. Swing and a miss here for Cook. Chased it low and outside, and it's even at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, the on-base percentage probably raised a little bit from that first game, which is good, but here we get it back going here in this game.
Cook, 3-2 pitch, swung on and fouled off her back heel. Got it off the end of the bat, rotated and hit off her back heel. She appears to be just fine. And due up next, it's the left fielder, Kaya Bell. Full count at 3-2.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Not much you're going to do with it as a batter, so fouling it off is a win. So full count, see what we can do here.
1 out, here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 4. A 1-out walk, and now it's Kaya Bell coming to the plate.
Well, she didn't even try to frame that ball, so you wonder. She looks back at the umpire, and the umpire says it was outside, so you got to take him at his word.
Battle of the Kayas. Kaya Bell against Kaya Burns. Kaya Bell for Chapman at the plate. It's going to be low. Cook taking off for second. Slides in, out. Laid the tag, and she's out on an attempted steal.
She doesn't think she was out, but that almost looked like she missed the tag a little bit.
They're going to talk about it. She's standing on the bag, and her dad, Coach Kyle Cook, said she's out. You're right. She had no idea she was out. Caught stealing. How about that? The throw down to second by Osborne, and a nice jump of the shortstop Landers laying the tag on the blow-by. So now there's 2 away, and Kaya Bell will try a Two-out rally here. Pops this one up and out of play. First base side behind the first base dugout.
Some of that was, the throw was high, but also the slide was high as well. You didn't get down really with the head, so, that does happen when you're going feet first. You got to really be disciplined to get your head down, but that ball did take her right into the tag, so good throw by the catcher.
Kaya Bell watches this one come upstairs and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3 runs scored in the first. Kennedy Schultz, Jay Rogers, and Olivia Harold. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the second. This one is just a bit outside.
We watched Topeka a week ago, and I'm not sure that Chapman doesn't hit as well as Topeka.
Topeka having a heck of a season as well. Over 20 wins on the season for both teams. And the 3-1 pitch high for ball 4. We've seen 6 home runs in that game when you and I were calling in Junction City, featuring the Lady Jays and the Lady Trojans. We have a walk here, back-to-back walks, and we go back to the top of the order here. Callie Cook was on courtesy of a base on balls, but she was caught stealing, so there's 2 outs. Kaya Bell onto the walk, and now Kennedy Schultz comes to the plate. Schultz has been really good today. Swung on, popped up, and off the roof of the concession stand. Concession stand has seen you visit a couple of times. Got some M&Ms. Certainly a good day at the ballpark to just sit and relax. They're not going to melt today, unlike maybe last week.
Well, they did melt in my mouth, just like they're advertised. So.
And this one is going to get away from the catcher off the face mask of the catcher, Osborne. Didn't go too far away from her. It bounced off of her face mask and then ricocheted to the right. She was able to quickly get to it, but down to second is Kaya Bell. So a base hit from Kennedy Schultz here could potentially make it a 4-0 game. Coach Wyatt Rutherford, first base side on the coach's box, first base side. Kyle Cook, third base side, third base coach's box.
We were talking about that base running earlier. That's really what got the.
Here comes the pitch to Schultz.
Nice.
She blasts this one to left field, drifting back. It is going to stay in, but a run will score, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Kennedy Schultz. Kaya Bell comes in to score. 4-0. The Irish continue to strike here on a Tuesday afternoon in Chapman. That ball was blasted to left center field. Thought potentially it had a chance to get out, but not enough oomph on it, but certainly well enough to get into second base standing. And a double right there for Kennedy Schultz, and now it's Jay Rogers. 4-0 Chapman. Jay Rogers singled and scored a run back in the first. 2 quick outs in the inning for Augusta. And now a run is scored and a runner in scoring position right now as we speak. Misses low and outside, 2-0.
Yeah, this part of the lineup proven to be difficult the first time around for the Orioles.
Chopper to the shortstop. Nice backhand throw across the diamond. It's going to be close out. Wignail was on the bag just in time. Rogers runs really well. She is out. 1 run scores. 1 runner is left stranded. We go to the top of the third. Chapman extends their lead 4-0 after 2 here in Chapman.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Back in Chapman for the regional championship game between Chapman and Augusta. 4-0 Chapman, the home team on top. This is our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. The Chapman Booster Club is dedicated to improving and enhancing the experiences of students of USD 473 sports, organizations, and activities. The club raises money through donations, memberships, merchandise sales, and advertising in the sports programs. Appreciate all of our great sponsors making these broadcasts happen. Regional Championship Day. Trip to the state tournament on the line. Chopped off the end of the bat. Cook over to Schultz at first. One pitch, one out. Still going through the order for the first time. Osborne grounds out, but so far Olivia Harold has faced the minimum as we get to Reagan Pfeiffer, who bats in the 8th spot of the order.
Yeah,
that ball was not hit very hard, but certainly came off the bat very awkward. Cook was on it, though, and got a quick out.
Sometimes when it comes off soft, it makes you hustle a little bit as a defender. So still making great defensive plays and consistent ones by Chapman.
Top of the 3rd. One out, nobody on. Only one player has been on. Becca Scove led the game off with a single and then was doubled up on a great catch by Callie Cook and threw it to first and got her in time.
Yes, Reagan was coming up to the plate. She looked at her teammate like getting some, hey, what's going on out here? What is she throwing? So the Orioles will make some, they're going to make some adjustments here.
1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2.
Well, the Oriole fans got to be happy with that one because that's consistent from the call that they weren't so happy about earlier. So
great contingent of fans from Augusta here as well. And now showing bunt, missed on the bunt. First baseman Schultz was charging in. Cook was going to cover first, but she just missed on the bunt attempt. Pfeiffer, and now she's down in the count. 2 strikes against Reagan Pfeiffer, the twin sister of Riley Pfeiffer. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 4, 3rd strikeout swinging for Olivia Harold and Chapman. And they are going to the 9th spot of the order, Gabby Reddig. And if Olivia Harold can get the out here, she will have faced the minimum through 3 innings. Second baseman Gabby Reddig steps in from the left side, and this one misses low and outside.
Yeah, after the first hit allowed, she's 7 in a row down. So of those, 4 of those strikeouts.
In the circle is the sophomore, number 0 in green, Olivia Harold. This one is swung on and fouled off third base side. Top of the order on deck, Becca Scove. She was the one that you talked about that got that infield single to begin the game and then was doubled up. Both teams very solid in the field. Chapman has just been seeing the ball really well at the plate. Here comes the pitch, and it's low and outside again. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Chapman trying to get back to the state tournament. They lost in the first round of the state tournament last year to Fort Scott. They get 3-1 as this one misses low. They made the state tournament last year. They won their 2 games here, beating Concordia and Andale Garden Plain. Another team out of the ABCTL you were talking about just a little while ago. Here comes 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, misses high for ball 4, and no longer has she faced the minimum. Coming to the plate here, it's the top of the order, Becca Scove on a base on balls for Gabby Reddig. Scove spelled S-K-O-V, Becca Scove. Augusta led by head coach Brooke Eberhardt. Called strike on Scove. Talk about the approach here from Becca Scove.
Well, she's a little slappy here, but the approach is you got Chapman playing in. Their infield's in. They're looking for this to be a little bit. They're playing the slapper really well here, so the slapper is going to typically try to get the ball down, rely on speed to get on base. It's going to make the defensive play quick, so they're all in to try to help make the play at first base.
Down in the count, 0-2. This one is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Strikeout number 5 of the day for Olivia Harold. 1 runner is left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Today's game sponsor, presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Chapman 4, Augusta 0.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
We are back in Chapman on Salina Post. Thanks for watching here this afternoon. Regional championship game, Chapman Irish against the Augusta Orioles. Got some score updates. Sacred Heart Softball wins 2-0 over Donovan West. Sacred Heart Baseball lost 3-2 to Mission Valley today. As here comes the pitch in here, swung off the end of the bat. Make it 1-1 to Olivia Harold. So again, Sacred Heart Baseball falls 3-2 to Mission Valley. Southeast of Saline Baseball won 2-1 over Chapman. And here's a shocking upset for you. Salina Central Softball, the 3 seed, they lose 8-1 to Goddard Eisenhower. And this one is outside for a ball. Abilene Softball loses 10-0 to Clearwater, and Southeast of Saline Softball wins 16-0 over Harrington in 3 innings. So they get a 3-inning win, just like Chapman did in their first game in Regional number 1. This ball is going to be swung on, hit out to center. Harold has a base hit for the first time this afternoon. Olivia Harold walked 3 times in the first game, scored a run here earlier in this game, and gets a hit right there out to straightaway center over the second base bag. And now it'll bring up Anna Martinez, the catcher.
Yeah, back-to-back singles for her. That got the 2 RBI hit in the first inning, so really a good offensive day.
Martinez has been swinging for the fences all day. Takes a big swing right here. Got it off the top of the bat. Just made a little bit of contact with it.
Out of the 37 hits coming into the day for Olivia, she had 18 extra base hits, so keeping her to singles is a win for the Orioles.
Anna Martinez takes this one upstairs. Here's the roster breakdown for Chapman. 4 seniors, 6 juniors, and 5 sophomores. So still a lot of young talent on this team moving forward for Coach Cook. Yeah, this one misses inside for Martinez. She has to scoot back in the batter's box just a bit. 2 balls and 1 strike. Burns trying to find the zone here, trying to get the first out of the bottom of the 3rd. Chapman on top 4-0. And this one low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Just the communication team-wide, like you saw even right there. The ball was a little bit low, and instantly Martinez puts the hands up to let Olivia Harold at first. No, don't go. So just, you mentioned the base running, the communication earlier is all around very well coached by Coach Kyle Cook. 3-1 pitch in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, Osborne has been doing really well behind the plate, keeping the runners in check for Chapman. So again, right there, just communication from Chapman, knowing that she's keeping a lot of balls in front of her, the ones that are in the dirt.
Here's a chopper to the shortstop, trying for 2. There's 1. Throw to first. Relay is not in time. It's offline. Martinez has nowhere to run. Olivia Harold is out. They get the lead runner. Nice job by Landers at short, throwing it to Reddick at second for the 6-4 out, the fielder's choice. And then Wignall at first was trying for the double play, but the throw was offline. So fielder's choice right there. Anna Martinez is on. Olivia Harold is out. We are going to get a pinch runner now. And the pinch runner for Chapman, the Irish, this time is number 8. And that is Asa Courtois, who played in the first game. Batted in the 9th spot of the order of the first game. So 1 out, 1 on, and now it's Tegan Ellis batting in the 5th spot of the order. Grounded out to the shortstop, back in the 1st. Tegan Ellis playing center field this afternoon. Popped it up in the infield. Somebody's got to call it. The first baseman, Wignall, right in front of Reddick, makes the catch, and that could have been a disaster, but the first baseman, Wignall, just took charge right there.
Yeah, good communication. I wouldn't have minded the second baseman just kind of calling her off and taking charge. She can just kind of keep just the basics today.
Zoe Peterson now steps in from the right side with 2 outs, and this one is in there for a called strike.
That's what you're going to see in this kind of level of competition. These guys are used to making the routine plays, and that's what you need if you're going to be successful today.
Great job by the catcher, Osborne, keeping it right in front of her, and she took that one on the inside part of the leg, but still was able to keep it in front and not let the runner advance.
Notice she wasn't worried about where her glove was. She's worried about keeping it with her knees.
This one is hit down the line, foul, just barely. Peterson ripped it, and it just curved foul right in front of the bag. So it stayed outside. It looked good. You know, right when she hit it, it looked like it was going to stay fair, but it twists foul, and so we'll go back and do it again. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first base, 2 down. And this one is going to be in there. Swung on, foul tip. Just got a piece of it off the end of the bat.
Yeah, Kaya Burns really settling in here the second time through the lineup for Chapman, just really staying around the plate.
2 outs, runner at first. 2 strikes now against Peterson. And this one is low, going to get bounced away from the catcher. This time, Courtois is down to second on the ball that deflected off of, I believe it was the knee. The knee protector bounced it off and bounced way back between the pitcher and home plate. So on the passed ball, Asa Courtois is down to second. The base hit here could score a run to make it 5-0. Right now, 4-0. 2 strikes, and this one is way outside. And you've seen that big step from Peterson, able to lay off. And now she's trying to find a way to get on base after falling behind in the count.
Kaya Burns is being helped out a ton by Taylor Osborne today. Just allowing her to pitch in the dirt, getting some Chapman players to miss, but it only works if the catcher can stop them.
This one is going to be hit sharply to the second baseman. Reddick goes down to a knee to make the catch. And the Orioles leave a runner stranded due to the great play. We've seen great play by each team's second baseman. Chapman leaves a runner stranded at second thanks to a great defensive play by Augusta. After 3 innings, Chapman, the home team, on top 4-0 as we go to the 4th.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
We are back in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Olivia Harold back in the circle. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Riley Pfeiffer, Brayson Landers, and Riley J. for the Augusta Orioles. 2, 3, and 4. None of them have been on today. Second time through the order. Swing and a miss for Pfeiffer. Riley Pfeiffer and Reagan Pfeiffer are twins. Riley Pfeiffer out in center field. Reagan Pfeiffer in left field. Brilliant work so far today by the pitcher and staff from Chapman. This ball is swung on and bunted, not swung on, but bunted in a bunted attempt as the bat was extended for a bunt, and she was able to get a lot of it. It bounces off the concession stand and then rolls off. The only part of the building that isn't netting is to our right, but the main part above us is still covered as this ball is swung on, punched out to center. Ellis is there to make the catch. So they've been in good places in the field, and that ball was pretty much hit straight out to the center fielder right there. Ellis makes the catch, and 1 out.
Olivia Harold just continuing to pound the zone, up in the zone, going to make them hit some fly balls or swing and miss lately.
Yeah, this one comes right down the middle for a called strike.
That rise ball is just really, really hard to handle for the Orioles. You saw that with the bunt, so.
Right-handed pitcher, Olivia Harold. 0-1 count, swung on, popped it up just behind us, and it is going to be no balls and 2 strikes for Brayson Landers. She lined out to the second baseman, Callie Cook, the last time. Cook made the catch and then was able to get it to first to Schultz on time for the double play to double up Becca Scope. 0-2 pitch, swung on it again. This one is fouled. .41 pitches for Olivia Harold. Did not throw more than 15 in the first game. Pitched the first inning. Chapman led by 12-0 in the first inning of game one, as this one is going to be high for a ball.
That's a great miss. It's a great pitch.
But she is well rested and certainly able to go the full 7 if they need her to. Livingston came in, did a great job in relief, though, in the first game. Swung it off the end of the bat, right back to Harold. Steps, throws to first, textbook. Schultz is there for the catch. It is a 1-3 put out. Just a basic ground down to the pitcher there off the end of the bat, and that was about as textbook as you could get. Don't overcomplicate it, step and throw, and that's exactly what she did.
Yeah, the Orioles are going to have to figure out a way to put some pressure on the defense. And right now they're having a really struggle with Harold in the plate.
Chopper off the end of the bat. I think it actually hit home plate. Foul ball was called. It went first base side to Schultz. Called a foul ball. No balls and 1 strike to the designated player, number 44, Riley J., a sophomore. Very senior heavy for Augusta. 4 seniors for Chapman. The Irish and the Orioles.
That first game was great to get her.
Talk about a good miss. That's a good miss right there.
Yes.
Just missed low.
She's missing. She's really painting the zone up and down, which is really difficult for the Oriole hitters so far. She's missing just right below the knees, right above the letters. And then you get that pitch right there. That's right below. That's just a ball width down. But again, she's setting those pitches up.
Right there, Jay had to watch it go by, and now she is down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 5 strikeouts on the day for Olivia Harold, looking for 6. Swung it off the end of the bat once again, right back to Harold. Steps, throws to first. Schultz is there. Back-to-back 1-3 putouts. And Olivia Harold is going right through this Orioles order for the second time. This presentation is brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting, your partners in secure banking technology and seamless IT solutions. This is a Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week here in Chapman.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, your State Farm agent in Dickinson County. Anthony George is alongside Aaron Yoder. Nick Garst on the video for Salina Post. And here come the Chapman Lady Irish leading 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. This game is really going by in a hurry. 7, 8, and 9. Mackenzie Alidi, Callie Cook, and Kaya Bell. Both pitchers have certainly settled in. Harold has been locked in from the start. And Burns trying to find her way to settle down, and she certainly has. Here comes the pitch to Leedy. 2 balls miss inside here to start the bottom of the 4th. But what are you seeing from Kaya Burns here from Augusta that's been pretty effective the last inning and a half?
Well, she's content missing low, which has really helped keep us a little off balance a little bit. They're just really missing low a lot, so Chapman's having to be aggressive. But again, I think she's settling in around the plate again, gave up those first 3 hits to start the game, did not get rattled, and now back at it.
Lady is in there, swings and fouls it off the end of the bat, near side, right in front of us first base side. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm just amazed so we got severe storms last night. I know Salina got some pretty good storms as well, but Chapman, Manhattan, Junction City got pelted with rain, and this field looks absolutely spotless. So certainly great job to everybody that worked on the field, and it's been a great couple of softball games here today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Leedy. Bounces across and misses, make it full at 3-2.
Yeah, I think maybe a little over 1.5 inches of rain here, so this field looks amazing for that to have happened. The walk-up to the maybe not so much, but
hey,
but here.
only thing people care about right now is what is happening on this field, and there has been no slipping, there has been no puddles or anything like that. Full count, 3-2 pitch, swung off the end of the bat. Foul ball, first base side, and we'll do it again. Grounded out to the second baseman on the first pitch she saw this afternoon back in the 2nd inning. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Chapman leads it 4-0. The winner goes to the state tournament next week. Chapman has been there 2014, 2015, 2016, and last year 2025. 3-2 pitch, low, ball 4. And Letty is jogging down to first. We'll see if we get a courtesy runner. I think we will. As you mentioned, that maybe a little bit dinged up throughout the year, especially here lately. And so she did not play game 1, and she does not want a pinch runner. She's trying to plead her case over at first, but she is going to get a pinch runner. And coming into the game for Chapman to do the pinch runner will be number 18, Rylan Sinnard, a sophomore. We've seen her in game 1, and she did a good job pinch running there in the first game. Our new image audio keys to the game are get run support for Olivia Harold and get the bats going earlier than they had in a couple of losses this season. And they have certainly got the bats going in the first inning in both games. 12 in the first game, 3 here in the second. So our new image audio keys to the game right on spot 2 times. Here is a bunt attempt for Callie Cook, and she bunts it foul. Trying to just advance the runner. Obviously, Sinnard comes in, runs very well. Osborne behind the plate. Burns in the circle. Scove over at third. Landers at short. Reddick at second. All have made some great plays in the infield. Cook trying to bunt again. Tries to bunt and missed. And you heard Coach Kyle Cook yell back as it was a big lead over at first base. Last thing you wanted to do is bring in a pinch runner and get picked off over at first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Callie, she squared up so early, just trying to sacrifice, move the runner, trying to roll over to the top of the lineup.
Now with 2 strikes, she's got to swing away, and she chases outside, swing and a miss. Strike out swinging, Callie Cook is down for the first time here in game number 2, the championship regional game. And now it's the left fielder, Kaya Bell.
Well, you ask what happened with Kaya Burns right there, off-speed pitch that worked effectively and efficiently.
Bottom of the 4th, 1 on, 1 out. Swung on, hit right through the middle. It's through for a base hit. Sinnard will stay at second, and on with the single right there is Kaya Bell. Hit it right back up the middle. Runners at first and second for the prime part of the order. Top of the order, Kennedy Schultz has had the best bat today. A single and a double here in game number 2. Also a single and a grand slam in game number 1. Kennedy Schultz, number 1 in green, steps into the batter's box from the left side.
Yeah, just missing a triple today, so see what we can do here. But
how about this for a little fact here? As we'll let you get to the first pitch here as Schultz rips it to the shortstop, and she'll throw to third to get the lead out. They get the lead out there. The pinch runner, J.C. Sinnard, or Rylan Sinnard, is out. They get the lead runner, so Schultz is on. How about this? You have Olivia Harold in the circle, Kennedy Schultz, a sophomore, so you're potentially 2 of your very, very good players are coming back next year. Jay Rogers, mind you, batting .548, just a junior, so a lot of talent coming back next year as well. So 2 on, 2 out as they get the fielder's choice. And now they go to Jay Rogers. See what Jay Rogers can do. 6 home runs on the season. Fouls this one off.
Well, your first 4 batters in the lineup, it's sophomore, junior, sophomore, sophomore. So you're going to have a good core coming back. And, again, not bad getting them a possible berth to the state title. You got to get to the tournament first before you get to the title game. But
runners at first and second. Jay Rogers hits this one out to shallow center. Center fielder comes in, can't make the catch. It hits off her knee. And coming in to score is Kaya Bell. And over to third base is Kennedy Schultz. Great attempt by the center fielder, but Jay Rogers had it plopped down right in front of Pfeiffer, and it is now 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th. So Jay Rogers has her second hit of the game. She is now 2 for 3, and that one just plopped right down in front of Pfeiffer. A great attempt, charging in. She was playing deep, obviously, with 6 home runs for Rogers. Couldn't quite get to it, and now it's Olivia Harold. 5-0, Chapman leads it in the bottom of the 4th. Runners at the corners. Harold certainly has been very good as well. 2 for 2 in this game. A couple of singles each. Olivia Harold batting .463. 2 outs, 2 on. 1 run has come across here in the bottom half of the 4th. Right up the middle, hit right back to the shortstop. She will step on second base. Landers was busy. She recorded 2 of the outs in the inning. Landers steps on second base to get Rogers out of the force. We go to the 5th. 4 innings are in the books. Chapman 5, Augusta 0.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
Back in Chapman here on Salina Post. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies, your trusted partner in bank-focused IT strategy and compliance. Sage Products of Salina is your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home. From paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor, you will see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. Top of the 5th we go. Chapman leads at 5-0 in the regional championship game here in regional number 3. Chapman is the 2 seed. They beat the 15 seed Ulysses 17-0 in 3 innings. Augusta won their game against the 10 seed Buhler, and they are meeting up now as this one misses low and inside to Hadley Wells. 5, 6, and 7. Hadley Wells, Chloe Wignale, and Taylor Osborne. Olivia Harold back in the circle has thrown 49 pitches. Here comes pitch number 50 here in game number 2. And this one is swung on and missed. So pitch number 50 right down the middle, just like pitch number 1 was this afternoon for the regional championship game. For Augusta, getting close to crunch time here. Brooke Eberhardt trying to rally her team down 5-0. 2-1 pitch upstairs and outside, make it 3-1. So the best way to get a rally started is get the leadoff player on, and we'll see Hadley Wells struck out in the second. She is ahead in the count, 3-1 right here. Swung on, chopper to short. Rogers tried to get it, but it's going to get through for a base hit. Rogers tried to move to her left and just, or to her right, and just my left wasn't able to get to it. And a leadoff single right there for Hadley Wells. Nice attempt for Rogers, but a nice piece of hitting there. That's actually just their second hit of the day, Yoder.
That was a good at bat, just laid off of things above the belt. Olivia's trying to get them above the belt.
Swinging to the first pitch here, fouled off for Chloe Wignale.
She's just waiting for that pitch to miss right below the belt, and there again, just kind of good at bat. Very good at bat, just pulling the ball there.
And she fouls this one straight back just to our left. Now it's going to roll right in front of us here. Very cool to see the co-op, the grain bins here in Chapman, and the setting certainly gives you that small town feeling. I know both of us are both from small towns. Certainly makes you feel right at home calling the game here. So very cool. We appreciate the hospitality here on Salina Post, and we appreciate you guys for watching right here. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Today's game sponsor, game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Chapman, they won their regional last year and advanced to state, trying to do it 2 years in a row under fourth-year head coach Kyle Cook. And it is going to be a called strike 3. You know, you have some umpires that are very emphatic about the strike 3 call, but this one just kind of gives you the strike, and that's about it. Nothing major right there. But Chloe Wignale knew she was down on strikes on one that found the zone. So 1 on and 1 out, and this ball is foul. First base side up and over the fencing first base side. Down to the count 0-1 to Taylor Osborne.
Yeah, I'd say we've had our share of run the gamut on strikeout calls this year with maybe some that were a little bit more
emphatic than the other?
Emphatic, a few maybe more on the actor side of life, you know.
Yes, we have certainly seen a few. Swing and a miss there. Osborne trying to fight it off, but Olivia Harold has found the zone. Here comes pitch number 60. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts. This one is a strikeout swinging, and there are 2 away with a runner at first. So 2 outs. Hadley Wells is at first. She reached on a single out to left field, and now you go to Reagan Pfeiffer in the top of the 5th inning. 5-0 is our score. And this one comes across low, going to get away from Martinez, and down to second base is Hadley Wells. Last year, a much closer game. 5-3 was the final score between Chapman and Andale Garden Plain. The Andale Garden Plain made a run there late in the last couple of innings to get it close. They actually had the game-tying runs on at second and third, but Chapman was able to get out of it with Maddie Harold, and so far here, this is their best threat with a runner at second base. Check swing. She went around for Reagan Pfeiffer.
The Orioles are going to have to find a way to manufacture a run in some way just to break that seal for a minute, because it's going to be very hard with the amount of strikeouts today.
Swung on and fouled off near side right in front of us. First base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Chapman, Lady Irish 5, Augusta Lady Orioles 0. The Orioles won their first game of the day against the Buhler Crusaders. Due up next, if we get to her, is the second baseman, Gabby Reddig. Reached on a walk back in the 3rd. Runner at second base, 2 outs, 2 strikes here on Pfeiffer. Misses low and inside. .65 pitches for Olivia Harold. Still certainly just fine where you're at, because she only pitched 15 in game 1. This one is going to be swung on, popped it up, and it is just behind us. And it is going to miss all the vehicles, which is certainly a positive as well. Certainly fighting it off here. Reagan Pfeiffer in a battle. Struck out. She was the 4th strikeout victim of the day back in the 3rd, trying not to be another strikeout victim to Harold. Low, nice take right there by Pfeiffer. You could see the big step, and the bat started to move, and then she held off. So she has fought her way all the way back in the count. It's full at 3-2.
I'm looking for maybe try to get her to chase one above the belt here.
Let's see if you're right. 3-2 pitch from Harold. Called, strike 3, right where you called it, Yoder. Looking, a strike 3 called, and 3 strikeouts in the inning. A runner is left stranded at second base, and the Orioles go down looking there in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th right here in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Chapman 5, Augusta 0.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
We are back in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, your State Farm agent in Dickinson County. Salina Regional Health Center, also a great sponsor. Salina Regional Health Center is hiring. See all their open positions and start your new career today with Salina Regional by visiting srhc.com. Anna Martinez due up first for Chapman, and she fouls this one straight back. Good there, buddy. Come right for you. Nick shakes his head and said he's good, man. It came right back towards him, and he didn't even flinch. Done this a time or two.
This is the part of the lineup for Chapman that has not been very productive in this particular game. Obviously, everybody productive in the first one, but really need to get some production here in this 3-4-5 or the 4-5-6 hole here.
Coming right back next to Nick again. He doesn't move again. Hey, how about the reflexes, the instincts? Nick's just hanging out. He's having a good time here in Chapman. A couple of foul balls straight back to our left.
Yeah, for him, that says something. For me, I can't move, so it doesn't matter what.
This ball is swung on, and hit to the second baseman, and dropping the ball is the second baseman, Reddick. She had her glove up, tried to make the catch, and just failed to squeeze it and secure it. It's going to be an E5, an error on the second baseman. Anna Martinez ran it out, and she is on, or E4, excuse me, E4, error on the second baseman. And Anna Martinez is on with the E4.
Those are just plays you got to bring down if you're going to keep yourself in contention.
And now Tegan Ellis, the center fielder, 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop and also popped up to the first baseman. It's 0 for 2, trying to get on for the first time here in the regional championship game. Kaya Burns, here comes pitch number 75 in the afternoon. Misses low. 5-0 Chapman. They get their leadoff batter on with an error on the second baseman. Drifting back just shy of the grass and wasn't able to secure it. And Burns pitches it up. It's going to take a wicked hop into center field. And just like that, Tegan Ellis has her first hit of the game. So back-to-back, batters get on to begin the fifth, bottom of the fifth that is. Nice dive right there by Reddick. Took a wicked hop. It hit the dirt and then just jumped into the air. And Martinez over to second. Ellis is on with a single at first for the first time today, and now it's the right fielder, Zoe Peterson. Peterson looking to get on for the first time today. She bunts it foul. Trying to advance the runners here. Nobody out, runners at first and second.
Yeah, I don't mind that with Chapman here trying to move the runners up. Sure don't mind that. Another bunt, wouldn't mind.
Burns comes home with the 0-1. Here comes a bunt attempt again. Bunts it foul again, and some frustration from Peterson. She thought she laid it down good, and it just went all the way back to the backstop. So now down to the count 0-2. Tried the same thing with Callie Cook the last time she was up, and Cook went strikeout swinging here after going 0-2 on 2 attempted bunts.
And that's credit to Burns right there for keeping the ball down below the knees when they're knowing what they're trying to do.
Got to swing away here. Here's a chopper to the shortstop. And they're going to throw to third on the fielder's choice, and they get the lead runner. Martinez is out. Landers over to Sco, and they have done that a couple of times on the fielder's choice. Landers is very solid at shortstop. 1 out, and there are runners again at first and second, but they do get the lead runner.
Yeah, she's a high-level shortstop. Made some more than routine plays today. And again, a few times deep in the hole and still able to get that out at first base. So quality shortstop for the Orioles.
Mackenzie Leedy comes to the plate. Called strike. Leedy grounded out to the second baseman and also walked, and then was pinch run for. She comes back into the game here to hit right here, batting in the 7th spot of the order for Chapman. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Swings and fouls this one off the bottom part of the bat. Just got a piece of it. 2 strikes now against Leedy. Junior batting .403. Can she get her first hit of the afternoon? Did not play in game 1. Kaya Burns comes home. Misses outside. Catcher Osborne definitely leaned out to the left as well. Didn't try to sell it. Callie Cook is on deck. Cook has walked and struck out.
And Burns just needs to live below the knees like she's been.
This ball is going to be swung on, hit out to center field. It's down for a base hit, quickly getting it in. And the bases are loaded. Nicely done by Pfeiffer out in center field, getting the ball in quickly. But as you mentioned all throughout the broadcast, first game and second game, the base running has been on point. Peterson gets down to second. Ellis goes over to third, and Leedy is on with a single. And now it's Callie Cook. The Orioles certainly playing in now. They have certainly had the ability to turn 2 a couple of times, but now they're just watching to see if Cook will swing away. She does swing away, pops it up. First baseman charging in, and Wignell makes the catch. Callie Cook pops out to the first baseman on the first pitch she sees. Kind of seemed like it was a late jump. Everybody was kind of trying to figure out who was going to get it. Pitcher was looking up at it. Catcher was waiting. And then here comes Chloe Wignell in to make the catch right in front of the first base bag. So there are 2 outs. Bases are loaded. 5-0. Chapman leads it. And now we go to the 9-hole hitter. Kaya Bell walked and singled. Has scored both times.
This is the most crucial out of the game for the Orioles. You cannot allow the Chapman to get to the top of the lineup.
This ball is going to be swung on, hit to right field. Wells is over there, and she makes the catch. The bases are left loaded for Chapman. As it was a good job right there by the Orioles. Getting out of it, Kaya Burns gets out of the inning. And we go to the 6th. 5 innings are in the books here in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Chapman 5, Augusta 0. They come to the plate when we come back.
Take a step that matters. June 6th from 8 a.m. to noon at Village Manor in Abilene. Join the Steps of Support Relay Walk, raising awareness for chronic illness in our community. Walk your first lap alongside a Village Manor resident, then continue your pledge laps as they cheer you on. Enjoy treats, a complimentary lunch, and chances to win prizes. Registration is just $10. Sign up through June 5th at mhsks.org and look for the Steps of Support graphic. All proceeds benefit the Village Manor Resident Fund. Steps of Support. Every step supports awareness.
Tossed and Sauce Pizza is a proud supporter of all our area athletes. We want to wish them good luck this season. When headed to the game or an evening at home, stop in and see Tossed and Sauce Pizza at 306 Northwest 3rd in Abilene.
We are back in Chapman at Chapman High School. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Appreciate all of our great sponsors. We'll thank Messenger Total Promotions, the official apparel provider for the Salina Post sports team. It is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for local high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and also have school items for your car. Messenger Total Promotions in Salina, Minneapolis, and Junction City. Also, AJ Honey Farms, from raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames. AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street in Salina. We go to the 6th. Anthony George is alongside Aaron Yoder and Nick Garst here on Salina Post Sports. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. This ball is foul, up and out of play, and it will be 9-1-2. Gabby Reddick, Becca Scove, and Riley Pfeiffer. Augusta, the Orioles must get something going here. Gabby Reddick just watches this one come across a little bit high in the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike to Gabby Reddick.
Walked her first time up, so.
Read my mind, partner. It's crazy. Chapman has been through the order a couple of different times, and now just trying to get through it a second time is Augusta. Here is a called strike. You could tell she was considering swinging and held back, and it is even at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On a beautiful afternoon for some softball. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs and outside, ball 3. You've complimented it many times, but that is about as close of a bait as you can take. I mean, that is just right in there, and a couple of those maybe have gotten the benefit of the doubt calls. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, hit down the line. It is foul. I was waiting for a call to see if the third base umpire was going to say fair or foul. He was right on it. He called it foul.
Not as close as you're going to get, but it was foul. But
I had the catcher and the umpire right in front of me, so I was trying to look around and see, and he called foul. Full count at 3-2 once again for Gabby Reddick. Upstairs, ball 4. A leadoff walk for Gabby Reddick. She has walked twice. And we go back to the top of the order. Becca Scove. 5-0. Chapman leads it.
That was just the discipline of not going after pitches up there on the above or at the Orioles on the chest. So really good discipline at bat. See what the third time through the order will do here for the Orioles.
Becca Scove singled in the first and was doubled up on a great play on our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game by Callie Cook. Moving one way, caught it, flipped to first for the double play to end the inning, and then she struck out back in the third. Certainly has some speed, but not able to connect with it. Here are the last 2 attempts. Down to the count, 0-2. I felt like when I was growing up, I've seen a lot more of this approach, the slap hitting. I really just haven't seen a lot of it on the games we've called all year. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Low. Didn't miss by much.
Yeah, we haven't seen it a lot, but again, we were covering a team like Topeka who hits the ball real well. They're not gonna rely on the slap hitting, but it's still out there quite a bit depending on what league you're in.
Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the order, Scove swings and misses. And down swinging goes Becca Scove for the second time this afternoon. And now into the evening hours, I should say. 6:30 on the dot. Appreciate you joining us here on a Tuesday night. The winner will go to the state tournament next week. How about this last day of school tomorrow for Chapman? This ball is going to be hit right back up the middle to Harold. Harold over to first. Runner does go down to second base. Gabby Reddick. That is the third time in the last 3 innings we have seen a ground down to the pitcher, Olivia Harold. But school is out tomorrow in Chapman. They're going to try and celebrate with a chance to potentially get to back-to-back state tournaments. For Augusta, their last day is on Thursday. How about you? You're a teacher. When's your last day at school?
Well,
Tomorrow?
School, kids tomorrow, yep.
Here's a swing and a miss. Brayson Landers 0 for 2. Popped up to Cook. Actually, it was a line out to Cook in the first. It's a double play and then grounded out to the pitcher like we were talking about just a second ago. Runner at second base in scoring position is Gabby Reddick. Ball was swung on and fouled back. Top of the sixth, 5-0. Chapman has the lead. Here's some of the Chapman fans clapping behind us, trying to rile up Olivia Harold again to another strikeout. Here comes the pitch, 2 strikes, and it just missed the corner.
She wanted that one really bad. You can see mask was hiding that grimace behind behind it, but again, that's okay. That's where you want to miss if you're going to miss. That ball off the plate.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased it high in the zone. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the pitcher. So Harold again was on the money in the 6th. The runner was left stranded at second base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Chapman, the Lady Irish, 5, Augusta, 0.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Bottom of the 6th, back here in Chapman. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Got to win 2 to get to the state tournament, and both teams are trying to do that here. Both teams already won 1. Augusta beat Buhler in Game 1 of the regional here, and then Chapman, they beat Ulysses in Game 2. This is Game 3, winner take all to go to the state tournament. And it is the top of the order for Chapman. Kennedy Schultz, Jay Rogers, and Olivia Harold.
Yeah, Schultz chance to get him going here again.
Been on all 3 times.
Had quality plate appearances in every at-bat so far today.
Including a grand slam in the first game against Ulysses. And she hits this one to deep center field. Center fielder is going back, and it's a home run, her second home run of the day for Kennedy Schultz. Both go to straightaway center field, and the Irish are out of the dugout to celebrate on the second home run of the day by Kennedy Schultz. That's a way to begin the 6th inning. Straightaway center, a bomb from Kennedy Schultz. Number 1 in green has been the number 1 batter for the Chapman Irish this afternoon. You said it the first time she hit one. You could tell right away. You could tell from that one right there, too. The center fielder just jogging back, and then it was out of here. And now it'll be Jay Rogers. That was home run number 25 on the season for Chapman. As a team, that was home run number 25 for Kennedy Schultz. That's home run number 4. Here's a chopper to the third baseman. Long throw across the diamond. Jay Rogers is out. Scove to Wignail as a 5-3 put out. Yeah, there is 1 out. And 1 run is already scored on the single. The solo home run by Kennedy Schultz. Ground out right there to the third baseman. And now we go to the pitcher, Olivia Harold. bottom of the sixth. 6-0 is our score. Chapman with the lead. This one is hit right back up the middle. Burns throws to first. Burns to Wignale, and quickly 2 outs. On a ground down to the pitcher. 1-3 put. This is the most 1-3 putouts I have seen in the last 3 innings that we've seen all season long. We've done several games together. We called Junction City High School games together, and very few 1-3 putouts, baseball or softball, but it's been a very popular combination today.
We're also seeing the difference between dirt and turf. You know, you just don't get those bad hops off the, the clods of dirt like you. Pretty smooth, on every routine play. A little quicker on the ball in the turf, but you're not getting these hops we've been seeing over the defensive players.
Anna Martinez, the catcher, at the plate, and she takes a called strike here to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Aaron Yoder, make sure to be listening and watching for the Smart Play of the Game today, brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. I'm sure you've got a couple of them. We will name that here in our Commercial Tire Center postgame show. Martinez hits this one to right field, charging in. Right fielder Wells makes the catch, and the 6th inning is over. We go to the 7th. It's do or die for the Orioles. Chapman will try and get back to the state tournament if they can hold on to this 6-run lead when we go to the 7th right after this.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
A smooth ride and safe handling start with a strong suspension. At Commercial Tire Center in Salina, our team provides expert suspension maintenance and repair for both automotive and diesel vehicles. From shocks, struts, and steering to full mechanical service, our certified technicians help extend tire life and keep your vehicle road ready. Whether it's your everyday car or a hardworking diesel truck, count on Commercial Tire Center to keep you moving.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
It is time for the 7th inning here in Chapman. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. All right, Chapman leads at 6-0. First pitch, chopper to Jay Rogers at short. Rogers throws to first to Schultz. 1 pitch, 1 out for Olivia Harold. She's trying to go for the complete game. The Orioles had a long huddle meeting right in front of their dugout, first base side, to try and get some kind of rally started. They must score 6 runs here to make Chapman come to the plate. But 1 pitch, 1 out for Olivia Harold in the 7th inning. And this ball is hit well to center field, drifting back all the way to center. It's going to be caught in center field.
What a catch!
Tegan Ellis runs into the wall and makes the catch. That is the Smart Play of the Game, brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. An over-the-shoulder catch running into the wall and straightaway center field. He gets a standing ovation from several Chapman Irish fans here in Chapman. What a catch, and again, that is our Smart Play of the Game, brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington.
If you're the Orioles, you're like, what else are we going to do today? I mean, unbelievable. I mean, you finally get to Harold, and then what a catch.
How about this? 2 pitch, 2 outs, and now pitch number 3 in the inning is a called strike for Chloe Wignale. Down to their last out. Chapman trying to get back to the state tournament back-to-back years. Win their regional for the 2nd consecutive year. This ball is going to be swung on and through for a base hit. Augusta will survive for another batter, a single out to right field, and Chloe Wignale is going to try and get this rally started with 2 outs. A couple of strikeouts, but she singles right there in the 7th, and now it's the catcher Taylor Osborne. Boy, I still can't get over that catch, man. out in center field. She knew she was up against that wall. She started falling over. She ran into the wall and made an over-the-shoulder catch for Tegan Ellis. Smart play of the game, brought to you by Smart Insurance. This ball just swung on and fouled up and out of play.
I mean, you can just see the look on, Harold's face is just like, oh my goodness, like what a catch. And so, man, boost the confidence for the sophomore. Like, man, hey, nothing can go wrong today.
Here's a swing and a miss. Taylor Osborne. 2 strikes against Osborne. They're now down to their final strike. Chapman made it to the state tournament last year, beating Andale Garden Plain 5-3. And now an 0-2 count here for Olivia Harold. Pitch number 91 comes upstairs, and getting down to second base is Chloe Wignail. Last year it was a called strike 3 on the outside corner.
I'd say maybe even try to miss low here. Get her to chase something before you go back up above the belt.
These Chapman fans, the Irish, they are waiting to erupt. They erupted on that home run, and the bottom of the 6th, they erupted on that catch that robbed a home run just a second ago. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit out to center field. Ellis already has 1 great catch. She's under it, and she makes the catch in straightaway center. And for the 2nd consecutive year, the Chapman Irish are going to the state tournament next week. A big hug in the circle for the Chapman Irish as they celebrate going to back-to-back state tournaments. They win it here 6-0, and they shut out their opponents here this afternoon. 17-0 in game 1 over Ulysses, 6-0 in the championship regional game right here against the Augusta Orioles. What a game it was, and congratulations to the Chapman Irish for going to the state tournament for back-to-back years. And now we'll keep it right here. They're going to have their presentation as Anna Martinez is standing ready to accept it. And now here comes the whole team. The seniors are going to accept it, the 4 seniors, and they're going to celebrate right now in the circle. Coach Kyle Cook certainly celebrating with his team. And Chapman, 6-0 is the final score, and they are going to jog off into left field for a team huddle. And we will step aside when we come back. It'll be time for our Commercial Tire Center postgame show. We'll have the final totals. We'll give you final numbers. We'll talk a little bit more about Chapman getting back to the state tournament next week. This is our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Chapman wins it 6-0.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Back in Chapman, congratulations to the Irish taking photos and celebrating out in left field as they are regional champions and going back to the state tournament. Their 5th ever appearance going to the state tournament next week. Site still to be determined because they play that first game closest to the higher seed. If all the top seeds win, the best seed Chapman could be is a 6, we'll see. Obviously, there's a chance upsets always happen, this time of the year. March Madness in basketball, May Madness in softball, same thing. I already seen a couple of schools in the area maybe get upset or pull an upset here today, but no upset here. The 2-seed Chapman just rolls through their opponents, a combined score of 23-0. Congrats on a great season to Augusta. They certainly, for the first couple of innings, we had ourselves one heck of a softball game, and then Kennedy Schultz just continued to pound the softball today. This is our Commercial Tire Center postgame show. Today's game presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, and the final score is 6-0. Let's go through the numbers. Chapman, 3 in the first inning, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and that solo home run in the sixth by Kennedy Schultz. 10 hits, 6 runs, 0 errors here in game number 2, the regional championship game. For Augusta, 0 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Orioles. Our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game happened in the first inning, a double play. Great play, great catch by Callie Cook. Moving to her left, caught the ball through to first in time for one heck of a double play to get this game started. And then our smart play of the game, brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington, was that sensational catch out in center field, just drifting back all the way to that fence out there, falling over the fence, over the shoulder catch, just perfect. You and I were talking, in that break right before the 7th inning, which one of the plays, there's been a lot of great plays, and you said maybe we'll see a heck of a catch, and you were right on it, man. I don't know if you can see into the future or what, but that was one heck of a catch, and this is one heck of a team too. Chapman now certainly going to have a real chance next week as they have now won 12 of their last 13 games. They are 23-5 on the season. They bat .374 as a team, .453 on base percentage, 25 home runs on the year. They're going to be a tough out for anybody in Class 4A.
Yeah, when you have Olivia Harold, making 14 to 21 outs, 10 of those by strikeout. The others are comebackers to the mound. Only allowing 3 hits. You're gonna get yourself set up for a lot of success. They've again had a few losses throughout the season when the bats didn't get going early. But again, when you get yourself 3 runs in that first inning, you're going to set yourself up for a lot of success. So again, I think first through 6th inning, it was all Olivia Harold, but that 7th inning belonged to Tegan Ellis on the defensive end. Again, you're going to get some of those fly balls when you're pitching that rise ball over and over and over, but she was getting so many strikeouts with it. Why would you go away from it? And so when you do that and do that successfully and continually, I think you're going to see a lot of success next week.
It's very cool to see all the families out hugging, taking pictures, celebrating with that trophy, and just having a good time. 4th year for Kyle Cook here as the head coach. They're going to state for the 2nd consecutive year. Last year, lost in the quarterfinal round. Certainly going to have that chip on their shoulder. Had 2 seniors last year. A lot of the same players are back this year, so certainly a chip on their shoulder. And this is a great start, finding a way to win the regional. As I mentioned, between the 2 games, 17-0 first game, 6-0 in the regional title game. They win their regional, and they advance on to the state tournament next week. Again, it was one of those games that just certainly felt like them scoring 3 runs in the first was going to be hard to top, and that was exactly true. Olivia Harold, you'll enjoy this as a former softball coach and a big softball fan. 92 pitches thrown, 63 strikes.
Yeah, and then a lot of those that she got called strikes, they were balls. That's what's good when they're across the plate. I mean, when you're missing, like she's missing 1 ball above the zone, and then you keep throwing that pitch over and over and over, you're going to get kids to chase because you're at that belt so often. So again, that just goes to you're missing in the right places, and that's efficiency.
Well,
you got to love that. I mean, you ask about the itch. Well, if I had pitching like that and hitting like that, I'd be coaching tomorrow.
Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us here today, and it's certainly been fun. Best of luck and congratulations to Chapman, the Irish. They win it 6-0 in the regional title game. Again, we'll go through the numbers one more time for a team. The Chapman Irish, 10 hits, 6 runs, 0 errors in their 6-0 win in their regional title game against the Augusta Orioles. Site to be determined, opponent to be determined, but a ticket has been punched for the Lady Irish, and they are going back to state for the 2nd consecutive year and the 5th time in school history. From Chapman, for Aaron Yoder and Nick Garst, I'm Anthony Georges. Thanks so much for watching our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene. Best of luck to Chapman as they make their way to the state tournament.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Media, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and Salina Post Sports. This has been your Game of the Week.